जमा करते हैं, तो फुकट शॉट मत लो, सिर्फ देते रहो।
टट्टियां गई
शॉट देते सर पे सीधा जमापुर, कराओ टिकट सारी बीटी भेजो जमापुर, कोटी पटेली देना तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, और 10 लेवल पार सीधा सामने से बाहर सगे ऑफ सारे कार जमापुर, बदले शॉट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर, मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर, तुझको कल का बहुत पार आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार, क्यों करते ही फाइव स्टैक सारी बीड़ी भूल जाते, नुस्ता मचाते भूल जाते, घर के लफड़े जो बता नहीं पाते, खर्चे रोजे बढ़ते जाते, जूते नए लेने हैं पर खुद का कुछ कमा नहीं पाते, मेरे पास सारे खास मेरे हाथ में नहीं क्लास,
बस काम का बुखार
चेंज करना कल तो फिर
किस लाला आज
बीटी लेते टाइम
ये जो देगा सब जवाब।
तेरे मत रुकना नहीं तू करना
चाचा आ चुके हैं चाचा, वास्ते का चाचा, वास्ते का हुई है, वास्ते का हुई है। W मैचअप मैटर वाली मैच चालू होने वाली है, मैटर वाली BBL एमेट देखने आ गए हम लोग। एक पनिया आ गया यार, आ गया बहुत जल्दी आ गया। अरे यार भाई मालूम कितना घंटा था अपने पास? 2 घंटा था। 2 घंटे में मैंने 1000 काम ही कर लिए, 1000 काम है। 2 घंटे में 1000 काम कर लिए भाई साहब, मजा आ गया। वेलकम द बैक टू द गेमिंग ऑफ द वाइटी ऑफ द चैनल दोस्तों।
I wonder what's going to happen, but I mean, Gentlemen cannot drop a map, and Lotus is going to be rough.
I think that is, to me, the biggest point, right? Like we were speaking about for Gentlemen, if they want to be still in contention, there is still scenarios where they can make that top 2 and skip the play-ins. Today has to be a clean 2-0 victory, and it starts with a map that they have not still showed in this stage. For the side of BBL, it is one of the maps where we saw the Euro, the Rays, we saw things that made us hopeful.
उसमें G2 करे वो लोग।
BBL so
G2
हाँ
क्यों ऐसा?
Oh
hell ना
भाई
भाई मार्टिन ने क्या हम्बल किया है उनको।
तो उसके बाद हार गए वो लोग गेम भाई।
क्या वाइटलिटी जीती?
वो क्या लगा एमेट जीती?
मेरे को लगा
मार्टिन के उस पे बम्बू पे जीते।
भाई मार्टिन एंड टीम है ना ये तो।
ये एक मजलिस है बस स्टार जोन करता नहीं है बस।
Just to echo
Achha,
some of Professor
this is
PK's
Martin and
point,
team.
it's not just these two teams
I
that
hope
we
they
have in the
pop
arena that are
off.
focused. Foot are watching this one.
Prediction
These two
prediction
Foot don't worry, they're into that top 2.
I thought that they
मेरी
were
तो
looking because of the
prediction
racer chairs that
Ikaro,
our players are
Ikaro.
very comfortably sitting on.
That's so comfy.
Because that to me, if I were Foot, that's what I would be looking
तो
at.
इसमें फिर 2 विन और
Would
इमॉर्टल
like
है।
to be sitting there, really?
ओ इमॉर्टल पहुंच गए तुम लोग।
Wherever you're sitting,
50 पे आ गए।
there's going to be some sweaty butts in
खेल लूं क्या सीरियस में भी फिर?
because there is a lot on the line and
Chat में भी खेल लूं क्या सीरियस?
Berlin today. We're diving into the
ठीक है भाई चलो ठीक है।
Is this any reason that these teams should be
मिलते हैं भाई इमॉर्टल पे मिलते हैं।
Rock back on that Yor, that was expected.
Yeah, it's expected. Also, I like it because
मिलते हैं
Immortal
Immortal पे
is one
मिलते
of the
चलो।
maps that they like to commit into over-rotating, and having Yoru is going to save them of overcommitting, of maybe making a misstep on it.
आज
But my
असेंडेंट
biggest
ग्राइंड कर
worry
लो
is
पाशा।
that
डन
using
रात में
Martin
करते हैं।
business
डन है भाई डन है
to
यार
make some
डन है।
pressure and get some information into the other side.
आज रात में ग्राइंड करनी होगी
The
भाई।
weak side, because normally they suffer on it.
To me, for Lotus, I was kind of hoping that maybe we were seeing Martin.
आज रात में किकनू पे करते हैं भाई ग्राइंड।
Back the years, they want to stick with this. To me, BBL has been so.
आ गए अगर शालिग्राम भाई आपने कल या आज या परसों में लिया है ना तो आप आ जाओगे।
Feels like they cannot control the pace. They will start going on these aggressions, and I hope.
आज खेलने वाले हो आज रात में खेलते हैं। ये स्ट्रीम के कंटिन्यूएशन में नहीं खेलूंगा, खाना खा के आऊंगा, स्टेप्स कंप्लीट करके आऊंगा फिर खेलूंगा।
Well, we will have to find out, and to bring us on this journey, we have none other than Haza and Cairo to take it away.
Yes, that's right. For both
-20 RR इनकमिंग। यार साला मैं खेलता हूँ तो हारते रहता हूँ रे, हारते रहता हूँ हारते रहता हूँ। लेकिन फुल सीरियस खेलूंगा देखना, फुल सीरियस खेलूंगा। फुल सीरियस खेलूंगा, यड़ भगाऊंगा देखना।
Into form when it matters. Yeah, I think for both of these teams, this match is about keeping matters in your own hands.
FIFA में हैदराबाद हो?
Anybody else take control.
हैदराबाद
गेमिंग कर रहे शायद हैदराबाद।
Way to start this best of 3 on Lotus. Surprised that Gentlemates allowed BBL
नहा
to
ले
get this
हगरे,
man.
नहा के बैठा हूँ, जिम विम जाके बैठा हूँ, तेरी तरह नहीं है टट्टी गेमर।
Kickoff upper final, of course, with an underlying rivalry forged on passion, but with a mutual respect for one another.
It's BBL's pick of Lotus to kick this off. Mate's yet to show it.
The last match between अरे क्या लिखा था? भाई इनका last match हुआ था EWC में, जिसमें नुस्ता मैटर हुआ था चिल्लम चिल्ली और चिड़वा चिड़वी हो रही थी. ये लोग इतना मारामारी करते ना चैट देखो.
I'm wondering if that's going to be a warning for BBL, if they're going to get
prediction लगा रहा हूँ दोस्तों, exclamation kick पे आओ.
Had it straight away. So how much utility BBL use in this execute, and how much they have to hold on to post plant.
Yeah, 5 versus 5 retake queued up here with BBL getting themselves into position. It's Lovers Rock leading the line in Waterfall early.
Lovers Rock Europe पे आ गया बे भाई.
वो last time भी आया था.
Nothing given away, and actually a little bit of a gap here for him to try and play into. Catches Starso, big pickup.
Yeah, it's a massive pickup on the utility.
Last time ही आया था और बहुत मारा था
Look how
उसने.
much BBL still have. A nade on LaRock. I mean, the paranoia as well as a seize.
Yeah.
Martin मारा माँ को सो.
Sets up Lovers Rock, but can't confirm the kill. So back at an even standing for now. Sees Nate
flash miss किया.
drift past Mini, who's made his way out, but unsupported. There is no trade, and BBL put their nose back in front. It's LaRock with a hat-trick, and he's found 4 before the round is done. BBL on the board first.
बाकी कोई नहीं है LaRock की सीरीज. बाकी कोई नहीं है LaRock की सीरीज.
One of a few players that we're going to be looking at throughout this series. A couple head-to-heads on either side between the Sentinels. We saw that early with Bippo's sight set up for retake.
Prediction लग चुका है कि कौन पे.
Talking point about BBL, and something which Uli was alluding to earlier as well is stylistically they're a very aggressive team, but they've had to do a little bit of soul searching since the last stage to correct that identity.
Still fighting into the stack though. It's a little bit worried there, and Lovers Rock is taking the easy option out by using his TP.
Yeah.
And it's a very easy go button to be pressed towards that C site.
It's this Euro exactly that I'm referencing, of course, something which BBL have continued to lean into here, and
yo, that's a W rotation by Emmet.
There, it's a full rotation from Gentlemates. 5 bodies arriving at the gates of the C site.
ये कौन player है बे chat? मजबूत player है क्या ये?
Yeah, they need to be careful. Not give anything away. Fight into a stack that you
don't want to be there. ये लोग वापिस ही जाएंगे. देखो ये fake कर रहे हैं वो लोग. Bro.
Gentlemates do reel this one in a little
bit.
So
now
pack of defenders is moving its way towards the B site, and the spike still hasn't made any progress. But when you look at how far up on the A site now, Rose has managed to get with those 2 prowlers.
Heavy rotation.
You're wondering where this finishes. 25 seconds.
A site clear मिल रहा है.
That's where Gentlemates are.
Bro, look at it. Nah, they're getting bamboozled and plus bamboozled.
Clear cut as you'd think. 15 seconds.
Why are they rotating? Why, bro? Are you serious?
Imagine
bro.
Just be waiting for that spike to
Yeah, I think.
What is happening?
This is probably. Oh, it's so close.
Yeah.
There's literally half a second in it, but BBL will get the plant in.
What the hell, bhai?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just
वो लोग भाग-भाग के थक गए अभी मर जाएंगे ऐसी.
We can say that for both Starso and Rose when we look at their recent results.
Yeah, and I think the big thing that I want to see here though is a lot of people are saying
gameplay.
that BBL were aggressive. They've been forced to retreat a little bit.
That was Sonic gameplay, bro.
Zone flawless and nice shooting overall from BBL. But we've seen this BBL try and reinvent itself. We've seen them have to go through hard times when it was back in Tier 2, when they were BBL Pacific. And what they did there was they tried to mess around with their style, kind of see where their weaknesses lie. Stage 1, or sorry, kickoff this year. They showed a new side to themselves.
Val 185 ban क्या होता है? मुझे खाली फुकट ban मिल गया. ये क्या होता है? ये नहीं पता मेरे को.
In Tier 1, I think it's fair to say.
मैंने भर का कार्डियो कर दिया गेम में.
Other teams in and around them starting to figure it out a little bit. The reason for the adjustments that we've seen in recent times, of course.
हाँ ये EMEA का caster ऐसे ही आवाज में बात करता है. मतलब उसका accent है वैसा. Scottish accent होता है chat ऐसा.
The outskirts of A.
I'm not sure.
Bippo's changed the setup, so the Sentinels are ready to receive. Kreven with his own fight in
Good
spawn
start with the buy round.
Yeah, and that's a big one to lose out. Seems
lot of champy
trying
देते हुए.
to look for this B pivot. It's a little bit topsy-turvy, and you can see
Still
Gentlemates
4v4.
thinking about that A re-aggression.
BBL.
Now, you know, lost that control from B main though, so it's a question of what BBL want to do with this minute remaining. They've left players behind, Rose notably.
Yeah.
taking that tree space.
They can't take as long as they did in the last round. Trying to quicken themselves up. A TP in towards spawn. Should Lovers Rock try and go for that? It's all about this 2 versus 4 for the last 2
So BBL given a little bit of breathing room to set up the post plant. It's Loiter and Larok, this dangerous duo which has consistently been able to win from a back-footed position.
0.
But Larok's almost got to over-deliver here with the showstopper.
I mean, Loiter has yet to get a kill. That's his first so far in the first 3 rounds. Larok from the corner.
Oh my god,
Larok. Showstopper now to stop.
Bro, 1 second. BBL nikal diye round.
You can't help but feel this one.
Wait, this was a 2v4? What the frick?
Beppo.
What the frick?
It would have to be something monumental. He's going to get that goal for the most part, but time is not there for him. This one is completely
I looked away for a second and this happened.
It's so well played from the remaining 2 BBL players, most importantly from Larok.
Oh
and he's going to finish it off with his nade. I mean, he's 10-0, has a 10-0.
Yeah, it's ridiculous for someone who it feels like has been stretched out across multiple different roles. You're wondering how BBL can best utilize him. It's when he's allowed to get aggressive. This was a really nice 2 versus 4.
Bro, holy shit, these guys are cocaine.
I felt like Gentlemates had a great read of this round with their proactivity out on A. A few times we've seen BBL with this Yoru back in the composition, the way they like to play, fake out that space and then look
लरोक भाई है ना, जब ढह जाते तो ढह जाते
नहीं यार, पर जब चलते हैं ना तो फिर कोई रोक नहीं सकता।
इंटरनेशनल तो परफॉर्मेंस नहीं देखा मैंने उनका।
We saw it in the foot game when they played here, but
नहीं, मास्टर्स में तो गए थे ना ये लोग।
हाँ, अरे तो बच्चे हैं ना भाई, थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस तो
लगेगा। बात तो सही है।
Was Psycho the outlaw and the
Bro, goated बच्चा कौन था मालूम?
Comeback was on the team.
डब्बी के पहले।
necessarily seen it that much with Lovers Rock, but equal round outlaw ball.
Karan bhai was good, bro. Yep. He was too good, bro. I mean, he's still good.
Deal with any of these cypher traps. That's an interaction that we'll be tracking as well, of course. The Yoru against the cypher. And they could very soon lock horns. As you can see, Gentlemates have moved 3 players over towards this C site as BBL.
Bro, imagine अभी full sense बोलती है इसको.
But it is
Frost को कि तू बस हो जा अभी.
Looking to play through Kreven now and renegotiate the A space.
बोलेगी कि भाई तू मेरे को duelist नहीं खेलने दे रहा प्रीमी को, तू जा अभी.
And he only has a bandit. I mean, looking to play for the
Frost
utility,
छोड़
the
देगा बंटा Valorant फिर
of that space while Lovers Rock goes investigating. In fact, it wasn't even a horn, it was a seize of all utility.
He has almost a full belt here, so should be trying to collect a little more of that information. Or perhaps just calling the bluff here of BBL, and it is correct.
What are they cooking?
Numbers on this C site, but it's another really late round.
Oh, and well, straight away, 3 bodies seen. You can see Prox close by to try and stop anybody. Getting that spike down, paranoia would be huge. Should it hit?
Good nade, boy.
Yeah, the delay coming through. Nobody able to get out.
I mean, just BBL playing it down to the wire every single time. At the very least, they've got the second layer of Rose. Lurking outside of 8.
Starzo's timing's perfect. Should he get in through the door?
This is steps करेंगे भाई ये.
Well, from here on, it should be easy enough. Rifles up against pistols, and BBL do not miss. They have not missed so far in these rounds. It's Martin and Mini, Outlaw and Guardian, stuck in heaven. And time not on their side. Yeah, it's Mini to try and deny, and Enzo flawless. He does so.
That was holy shit.
And it's a hunt for the orb setting up towards stairs. 4-0 for BBL.
Yeah, BBL looking pretty good so far, but I gotta say, Gentlemates will feel hard done by, especially when they watch back the VOD. Quite a few of these rounds
कब तक है 2 तारीख तक आप जो भी buy करते हो वो eligible हो गए giveaway के लिए.
Biding his time before making a decision. Very spread on the map, playing a lot of rounds where they're, you know, 4-1, maybe 3-2 at best on either extremity. And when we look at, you know, this clash between the callers,
you're not streaming on YouTube?
The other side with his own personal reasons to want to win this one in a rivalry that he very much started. We're going to hear from the BBL side now in just a moment as we dive into their comms for this round.
Good flash.
Basacağım ama
क्या chaos है.
Gelsene J-Link'e geri gelsenize bir deneyelim o mene. Tamam.
Aga ben AYT var. Cypher onun C'de. Ver Hobbit yok. J-Link oyna. Tower 1 fade.
Tamam. 2 bir tane daha volta koy. Tamam.
Chille. Hobbit boş. Tower fade.
Tower'dan geldik.
Açığa kuracağım. Hobbit boş mu?
Omen push tower fade.
Tower fade.
Eren late oyna oğlum iyisin. Late oyna gerek yok.
Tower pit yok ha.
Eren sağ.
Umut pitlerler.
Adamlar bence J-Link'e dönecekler kanka.
क्या chaos है बे.
Holding man.
Starzo with big 2 kills. Oh wow.
Holding main. I'm getting help guys.
देखो काम कॉम्स वाले जीत गए.
I'm waiting.
ये बढ़िया है ना इनका एक से दूसरे कॉम में जंप.
बट लेकिन तुम देखे कौन हारा देखे ना तुमने.
Well, Gentlemates finally get their first
आप
round.
समझे हम 5 स्टैक में क्यों नहीं जीत पाते.
It's an important one. 2 players alive though. An ultimate's starting to come online.
Yeah, it's such a key round, like you say, at a crucial time in this game when you felt like things were slipping out of their favour. And you can just kind of hear from the comms on the BBL side specifically
Holy
how chaotic
shit.
it is. It's always really, really busy.
वो
Roy's
4
trying
बार
to lead
बताया.
that, and
Omen
I
push,
think where you see that the micros
sphere
dropped
tower.
off a little bit in some of these rounds, that's where you want to see those improvements.
मच्छी मार्केट चल
it
रहा था
seems
इनका.
like Lovers Rock will be the first one to take contact here, and Martin.
Euro
the
playable है 20
showstopper in
second
the
पे. True,
back
true, true.
pocket, should he need that? Should he want to use it?
Yeah, Lovers Rock has heard that Mini's crossed here though, so he should know about the Neon player.
Lovers Rock with that operator, the cycle that we spoke about. And unfortunately, Mini's get no chance, not up against Lovers Rock.
Yeah, audio given away immediately. Mates trying to take map material of their own.
Yeah, Martin doesn't hit though. And Proc somewhere else has found Larocque. It's C Mound. A fight lost in map space getting smaller for BBL. And it looked to be a C-trap sprung, but not the case.
Yeah.
अच्छा भाई ये लोग नाइफ क्यों नहीं करते.
Because of the neural theft, but BBL have got this guess correctly. They're going to react towards A off the early pick, and Starso can't do anything to stop them. Prox can. He's TP
YouTube पे
here
सर्च
ahead
करो
of
ना
time.
नाइफ VCT.
First on the
बहुत जन
lane.
करते हैं.
And that is just a fake out that he will hit. It's a response through the neural theft of BBL. Information got. But not able to action off it. Rose's head
my, how is Starzo alive?
Grab. That spike's still to go down.
Yeah, BBL want a kill here, but they're not going to be able to set one up. Aggressive line held, but Lovers Rock's off is the danger.
And Loiter from under rope, still managing to keep them alive.
ये कर रहा है ना must flank.
Response 3-on-3.
Timing हो जाता Kraven का भी.
In favor of BBL, Gentlemates have no chance, and Rose is flanking. Their options starting to decrease.
Oh,
The
no
chance
shot,
starting
Martin.
to go. They need to get on to that spike, and they're baiting players out. Rose
निकाल
is
दिया.
spray
खत्म.
down,
Round
runs
खत्म.
around, and BBL are back to
लो थे
winning
बे ये लोग.
ways.
दोनों लोग थे. मार्टिन अकेला
Didn't
ही था.
often find himself in
अकेला
clutch
Martin नहीं
positions
मारा
on
था.
this roster with how they used to play, but now he does every now and then, and
तो
always
मारता
good
कौन है
for
उनकी
it.
टीम में और.
I think
भाई ये तो
Gentlemates
जिस
again
हिसाब
will
से
be
खेल रहे 2-0
feeling
लग रहा है.
frustrated with the position
easy
that they
2-0,
found
मैं तो बोल
themselves
रहा
in.
क्या
Not to
बात कर रहे हो?
convert another one of these
One
rounds.
side BBL.
Bro, I'm here to
Brilliant
watch
decision
some
to go for that
Martin
late
masterclass.
wraparound, something which
Martin
Rose is
masterclass?
known for in
Yeah.
these post
हमने
plants.
वाला आगाज मचाते तो अच्छा
that?
खेलता है वो.
BBL extra layers are
Nah,
winning
bro.
rounds, and that's
You are
why we're
saying
gonna
literally
get our
anything
first
now.
Gentlemates timeout, but has a.
चुप्पी
When
देख लो
I
गेम
watch
अगर
this
झूठ बोल
match,
रहा
when I'm
हूँ
seeing what's happening here, I'm
ऐसी
getting
बात है,
deja
chat.
vu to that Vitality game.
मतलब
Yeah,
आजकल
I
जरा
think it's
रिस्पेक्ट
important
देते
to
हैं,
watch
ज्यादा
out
नाइफ
for
नहीं
the
करते.
standings for this match.
नहीं,
That's why we
maybe
bring the group
तुम जो
standings up here.
चीज
It does
बोल रहे
feel
हो
a
ना.
little bit cagey to kick this one off.
वैसे टाइम
Gentlemates
पे
having to
फेवरेबल
respond from
उतना
going
रहेगा
down
नहीं, इसकी
in
वजह
that
से नाइफ नहीं
Vitality
किए
match,
रहेंगे
as you
लोगों ने.
said, 3 different occasions. 9-3 on map 1, 11-1 on the next, and 5 rounds down on Ascent to close it out. You're looking at it here. They have to win 2-0, otherwise they're doomed to play-ins.
I mean, that is not a fit you want to be in, especially with the start that you've had. And I mean, even in Starzo's most recent interview that he had, he said, we had a lot of defensive problems early in the game, and they had some good, talking about Vitality,
हर्ष वो
he said they had some good
काकाचीची
game
कहाँ
plans.
गया?
They changed
ये
the way
कौन
they
है?
were playing last game.
Kakashi?
Vitality is a really strong
वो
team,
chat
they
एक
showed
second
a
आया
really
है.
big skill gap. We need to fix some of the details for sure. And I think the point I want to get here at is that Vitality changed the way they were playing. Has BBL done the same? Are Gentlemates too prep heavy and they're getting caught off guard? That's where these big skill gaps are shown.
And that's what we're sort of waiting to see, I think, as well, because as you say, and as it has felt, Gentlemates are getting themselves in decent positions, but BBL going the extra mile right now.
हुआ है गेमर भाई.
They've got the full buy, and so leading right out of the timeout. You're not expecting instant impact. Martin with a Guardian has propped up round solo before, as he did in the previous series, but it can't just be him.
Martin against Vitality. What?
Right? That's why you've got.
I saw when Heaven
so far are given so much real estate.
So maybe looking to get a little bit active behind the smoke here on A. TP will have been heard from Lovers Rock and the op sighted, of course.
But was it the solo player like it was last time?
That's the question which mates are going to have to try and answer here. Door opens up, Fade Prowler through. So based off of that conditioning and those VODs you were talking about, you're thinking BBL are probably faking towards A more than anything else. No real change up in terms of how mates are playing this. Mini eventually finds the tree player through the ultimate, but the B plant's already coming through.
And that's a big paranoia, but Beppo and an absolute bulldozer. And Mini, with the rifle that he collected from his ultimate, with such low HP, you can't help but feel that this one is over, and it is. I mean, only 2 players lost. BBL, the momentum cannot be stopped.
Yeah, and just with how reaction heavy they are on this attack side, they get themselves into. Martin, maybe a little passive on sand. You're not seeing any extension there to really dig out some concrete information in the mid-round.
So how do you, as a defense, play Lotus without being proactive?
लो सेंस डीमन मार्टिन एकदम मेरे जैसा क्या सेंस पे खेलता है तू? स्पुटरमैन कितने टाइम का है? 3 घंटे का अंदर का ही रहेगा.
It's like on the ecos, they were gambling, they were trying to play heavy for different areas. Here you can see Mini sliding out with the operator as the funds are back on side.
तो गेम हो गया है वे Fnatic का काम 25.
Just hoping to guide BBL.
Bro, I feel sad for all the Fnatic fans, bro.
Playing A. Look for a late retake, something of the sort. You considered the position of this spy cam, for example, out in grass.
0.2800.
That it's just an early tool for information.
Same है फिर तेरा और उसका.
They've leaned a lot heavier on this side now, though, Cairo, as you can see.
Yeah, but they're playing completely for retake. Nobody on site. I mean, Starzo and Beppo trying to take up position, but they're pretty late here.
It's going to be a C's nade, but the nade is far away. It's only the C's, and yeah, there are no ultimates here for mates either. So
50 seconds है BBL क्या कर रही है?
To try and win. It's this stage in the round right now, though, where I'm actually more concerned for BBL because they've not got too much space. They're going to look for the C hit, and it's into Mini's operator.
Yeah, you're hoping that they do not go dry. Mini, I mean, lucky that he didn't anticipate.
Oh shit, वो लोग spot कर लिए. वो लोग spot कर लिए Mini को.
He's got no chance to get back on a lane.
क्या है ये?
Manages to dodge the C's, but he's asking for support. He's screaming for support.
And it's
20 seconds left. Gentlemate's in position to deny the spike. I mean, you're looking at Loita's position. He's very late to this to try and play a joker.
Bro,
क्या है ये भाई? It's a nice call, but Gentlemate's, it's not a far rotation.
No time.
It's a big paranoia indeed, and it might just be enough. It's Gentlemate's score.
Oh my god, are you serious? मेरे हिसाब से 20,000 steps कर रहे हैं.
And not for the first time. This is just the only occasion where they actually get punished. It was the satchel from Martin which wins the round. When the plant came in initially, there was a fraction of a second to spare. But, I mean, even there, I would prefer BBL to just fully commit to this C play. It feels like they're so indecisive at moments. And there's just the replay to show it to you in actual fact. How they end up winning it. Frustrating for Kundi, though. They spend half the round chasing shadows.
But that did end up winning them the round. Mini now. I mean,
you got
hasn't bet. Mini's still on this line. He's played this so well.
Oh
but the
my
spam is
god!
good from Lovers Rock. A player used to play the operator.
The freaking hell!
The league are going to shut you down from those positions. You're not going to have the same kind of freedom. You've got to change things up.
मत कर gamer 1 2 3.
BBL now showing us a shift of the gears themselves.
अमेरिकास क्यों नहीं देख रहे? स्लीप शेड्यूल अभी खराब नहीं करना जब मैचेस. Oh शोपत यार क्या टैप दिया. जब डेथ मैचेस चालू होंगे ना तो देखेंगे. अभी जरा जिम रेगुलरिटी चल रही है, बॉडी पे ध्यान दे रहे हैं, तो वो शेड्यूल नहीं हिलाते.
Plus the showstopper. Larok has An important part to play in this. It's stopping them getting back through the stairwell here. As you can see, Martin uses the nade to try and flush out Loiter, but can't catch him. Larok looking for that timing now himself and spots that there's no one heading his way. It's coming all through the top of the site. With the pin pulled on the nade, it's just going to delay Bippo a second longer. Play in rows from underneath. And he's only going to walk away with one. Prox now is on borrowed time. The ult hits him directly, and Rose will find him between the eyes.
BBL is a good team, bro.
Carrying that advantage into the second half.
Yeah, nice post plan.
My BBL is a good team, bro. NGL
definitely a massive factor, but Starzo, sure he gets to point.
NGL chat.
BBL का ना पर हर्ष भाई जो गेम प्लान वो लोग फिर जब चल जाता है ना अच्छा बहुत क्लियर खेलते हैं वो लोग ज़्यादा ओवरथिंक नहीं करते.
To give credit to BBL in that position, they get an extra player over. How many times have we seen them dive into a site and look unsupported? Big brawl about to break out, and this one could very much settle the fate of this first half. Mates need around here, as you can see. They're going to invest a lot of utility to keep BBL out of A early.
The BBL buy into that though? It seems to be the case as they move towards C.
क्या username है निशान भाई तुम्हारा?
Fact of the matter is, Mates have invested 2 players to hold on to Rubble here because BBL are so passive in the early round. A much faster tempo to this follow-up take though. It's into Bippo's C site, and he's the only one.
वापस rotate करेंगे? नहीं walk in कर रहे वे.
He couldn't do it against Foot, but BBL. It's just as hard a challenge.
They are already inside.
Are already up. He has the information.
He's so cooked.
Drops all the way back to backside. Nobody really.
How is he not dead?
Still alive. Good flash and still
he
comes
gets
away with
one.
Yeah, great work from Bippo.
Oh wow,
Martin. That's the
Martin
showstopper now online after the early A-orb. BBL looking to dig out another kill here, and it's allowed Rose to get
timing
right
but his knife out. Oh my
god.
Punishes.
So that's 4 versus 2. It's Craven and Loiter now. Loiter
W time मिल गया था
2 versus 4 that they won earlier on in this half, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Lean round,
find their third.
And it's a very well put together round from the Mates here as well. Martin with his own part to play, the showstopper confirming it, and Starso getting that Nightfall online for the next. Bippo has actually impressed me quite a bit recently. When you look at his stats, he's the 4th highest for a first kill to first death ratio, which is the best of the Sentinels that we have in our league right now. You're thinking, well, what that duel's going to look like between him and Lover's Rock? Well, seems to be delivering.
Really frustrated from Key.
मेरे को ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है ये EMEA वाले clip farm कर रहे हैं?
And just very quickly, I say delivering. He is 5 and 9, but it's a good start.
Yeah, it is.
Mates only need one more round, maybe 2 here, and I think they'll have confidence they can turn this around in the second half.
I mean, the plan worked on the last one to fight for A. They haven't done it this time, and instead conceded that space. But it's another B pivot from BBL, it seems, as they start to send utility that way. And it seems as if Gentlemates are believing them with the utility.
Yeah, you're always sort of going to expect that when Kreven is playing around the edge of it. The outline of B, but Prox finds the first kill through smoke, through a wall, through everything. Loiter goes down. It's untradeable. I think that might have been one of the rifles as well, so not much behind this buy for BBL, and Rose is the next to be shown. Doesn't look too far behind. He did have a bundle,
से ना normal shot भी बहुत impactful लगता है chat. क्या बोलते
हैं? Left to try and piece this back together.
But Lover's Rock's able to pick up a rifle, it seemed, just outside of the door. Well, it's just a Sheriff now, so I think from now, Gentlemates with control of that spike.
Oh.
And whoa. From Lover's Rock that does not get him the kill. So an in-zone flawless, and we're back within a couple rounds.
Yeah, I mean, look, this final round of the half means absolutely everything for Gentlemates. A win here, they bring it within 2, and they move on to the attack side. Haven't had the best of times on their own defense, so actually looks like we are going to get a timeout coming through here from them into the following round.
तुम्हारा है ना करोड़ का क्लिप प्रीमोडियम वैंडल का क्या बात कर रहा है करोड़ का रेना वाला बोल रहा है तू टाम टाम रेना वाला वो तो बहुत पुराना क्लिप है बे एकदम एस वाला बोल रहा है ना तू यो वो तो बहुत ओजी है बे वो तो बहुत हार्ड क्लिप है भाई
bam bam bam 2024
It's a throwback actually. And how did that go?
I lost both of them, so he's never beaten them.
Yeah.
आज भाई के भी क्लिप जो दे
That's just like all this BBL core.
क्लिप तेले हो देगा
Such an ownership of that Turkish region for a couple of years. We've now recently started to be a bit more chaotic like it was pre-2024.
Teams like Reborn, which Mavera was head coach of earlier in the year before he moved over, of course.
तू इतना गंदा क्यों खालता है खालता नहीं हूँ खेलता हूँ अगरे
There's plenty of talent there, and I think that's the thing. Gentlemen
आरवी
should
देरी है
know
पोटैटो दाई
exactly
को
what they're
पसंद
up
नहीं है
against. It's about
बॉम्ब बनाना
dealing with
हाइड्रा
it,
भाई
and
को
we've seen
पसंद
that
नहीं
in a
है
few of these rounds.
कीप इट अप खेलना है लेकिन आज हम लोग वॉच पार्टी कर लिए अब आई होप कल कीप इट अप खेले हम लोग
Between either of these
आई एम
two
नॉट
teams.
गेमर जोन Kuronami or Primordium
Look to
Primordium
head back in for the final round. An important one, one that could be a 7-5 half in favour of BBL or 8-4, which feels like a massive gap to try and
क्या मालूम
bridge.
यार स्लेयर भाई बीपो भी कभी कभी डेंजर खेल लेता है यार
faking towards A.
आई मीन
There's a
ये
large
मिन्नी भी
scale
बहुत
on
अच्छा
C.
खेल लेता
That
है
camera going to be so important from Bippo.
Ooh, and I think Starso might just have been spotted there by Rose in transition as well. Mates have an idea of what's going on right now, and you can see the rotation arriving at the C site.
Bippo though, once again looking to play for the kill and gets it. It's Laroque Gone who has been the phenom. Minnie's ultimate firing back in.
Yo,
and it's Craven as you see.
कैसे मारा Craven ने?
Both players
Oh,
on the back
hell
and
nah.
BBL
कैसे
will
तू
get
मारा बे?
the advantage.
BBL looking much better. They
What the frick no
in their shell at the start of the half, but it feels like as it's gone on, they've realised
Holy
they
shit,
needed to up
no.
the ante a little bit to get that 8th round. They've managed to take it now, and so all eyes on Mates to see if they can flip the script. We're going to head towards an interview with Kundi Kundi from before the game to see what he thinks
Kundi
about
gamer.
this rematch.
Bro, that was a mudcase, not gonna lie.
Guys, against BBL, that was the.
अरे
mudcase बोल रहे हो?
अरे बहुत मारूंगा
This matchup.
Yeah, I'm excited to play them.
ये लोग क्या लिखते हैं कोने में recorded before match.
And for you guys, the scenarios are a little
ये
bit
जरूरी है
for
भाई.
making it directly.
20 से उठा के लेके गया.
2-0 here, the chance is still alive. Is that something you're focusing on, trying to maybe manipulate the veto to secure the 2-0?
I mean, I think more you think like we need to win 2-0, harder it will be. So it's kind of like thing we quickly talk to. We have a chance. Yes, we do.
Yo.
Okay, that's it. Let's play for the win, and then let's see what happens.
And we're coming to the end of the first stage where you're full head coach. That didn't make much sense. You've been head coach now for a few months, right? Moving up into that role. How has it been overall with the team?
I mean, I would say very hectic. We did the change in the stage 1 playoffs, or after group stage, I don't remember anymore. But it has been hectic. We had also EVC tournament and
अरे आप
everything.
EMEA का YT chat देखना ऐसा एक गेम नहीं जाता जहाँ बोले कि बीपो को भरते ना हो
it has been very hectic, and like when you say it has been only a couple of months, it for me feels like eternity already.
With that being said, now where you are now versus where you were, say, at the beginning of the year or at the beginning of your tenure as head coach, how do you rate it? How different do you think this team is?
कुछ करा जाए ना, rate करा जाए overall, तो Pacific top tier
again,
ही है.
it's hard to say because it's like you kind of forget how it was like 4 months ago, 3 months ago. But I think it's different. Of course, the basic identity and everything is still there. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard question because I don't fully remember how it was. But yeah, after I took the head coach role, like I think we have stick more to our identity maybe what before, and that's at least what has not changed. But like we have emphasized more.
I look forward to seeing that identity in the server today. Good luck.
100 teams और लेवियतन मचा रही है
to be
बेटा.
answered by Mates
भाई
in
तो 100
this
teams में
second
बोला ना
half
10
now.
game
Trailing by 4
players,
rounds, but they've done well to make up some ground here between them and BBL, who came flying out of the gates in what is an important match for them both. The opportunity to stay alive in the race for playoffs hinges entirely on which one of these teams wins and how cleanly.
Yeah, I think Gentlemates, this pistol round becomes even more important for them. Usually pistol rounds can feel coin flippy, but it has to be full focus, especially when you think of how that first half started.
I mean, look, they've had to bounce back many times in their recent games. It's asked of them here again. BBL the ones to notch the first blow though, and as we were saying, this series must be a 2-0 for the French club, or they slip into play-ins just like that, and so Bippo has managed to find them an outlet to kill on C, which opens up the map.
BBL have been so good at pistol rounds. Bippo, though, needs to step up. We need to see the goods. He's first here, but he's seen Lovers Rock.
Now the task at hand is simply holding the line, but with that nade dropped into the site, the C's not too far behind. He'll catch Prox round the ankles, and he's got nowhere to go. Mates on the back foot, pushed to the bend wall. As BBL are closing up the distance. Plenty of damage on these defenders, and so Martin cuts through them with ease. One bullet left in the gun, needs to reload, else he can't find Rose, left on just 7. And in fact, they call for a rotate here with 30 seconds.
Same time though, BBL just as quick.
They're ahead of this.
They're on the line first.
Rose gets himself into position, but it's knife out! What's he doing?
Why would he knife out there?
And now a 2-1 to take this
दूसरी बार knife में मरा है.
Much needed for Mates, and so the hopes of BBL laying on Loiter. One smoke left in the pocket, it's the spam that collects the kill instead. Martin 10 HP on the opposite side. Loiter with the most clutches in the league this stage, and he's looking to add a 9th here. Walks back in. Martin should have an idea. As that first smoke fades, he's dropped up above it. He's playing from the platform and still looking to clear him out. Martin now in behind. They've traded places, and Loiter, well, he hasn't got an idea. Not the foggiest. Martin right above his head. Drills on down, and with that, Mates make the pistol work.
Loiter might have the most clutches, but he does not have just the aura that Martin has at this point in time. No, it's fair enough at this point. The guy's unbelievable. And he feels like the driving force behind Gentlemates when we see them fall into positions that they just should not win from. I think he's the real reason that they're a contender, that they're a dark horse in stage 1. And for the second time,
170 ग्राम चिकन ब्रेस्ट खाने में भी भाई यड़ बग गई यार मेरी चबा चबा के.
खर्च भाई तुम मैंने कितने खाए पता है?
हाँ.
Well, looking to add firepower to the lineup. Mini
कितना टाइम लगता है यार खाने?
Has found the first kill here on A, but he is getting chased.
और फिर भी बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लग जाता है.
Knife out, but this time at the very least, he does confirm the kill.
ये कैसे बचा?
Is on death's door. Mates sweeping in to take the C site, and despite the damage, they've done a pretty good job. But there's a chasing pack in sand.
Not too far away. Both will split up.
And if you're talking about keeping this bonus round possible, a clean anti-eco. Already quite a lot of damage.
At the same time, it's most important that the Bulldog and the Vandal get through.
Yeah. Loiter and Rose split up from one another in this position here, and actually all of that noise could have given Loiter a way back in. He's going to take it anyway by force this time. Bippo's still on 7, but he can find that kill. Traded out by Starso, and as I was saying,
आज 180 की deadlift PR set की क्या बात है? एक घंटे तक खा रहा था वही यार.
कितना खाया तुमने अर्ज भाई?
170 ग्राम.
मैंने 520 ग्राम खाया है.
Two very important kills towards the end.
अगली बार एक बारी फोटो भेजना भाई 520 ग्राम
and a trepidatious position.
520 ग्राम मतलब समझते हो कितना होता है?
Been doing this since he was 16.
दो बड़े पीस तो होते हैं.
At the top end of challenges as well, and he's still in his rookie year.
breast के दो बड़े
On
पीस
the
होते
other
हैं.
side, though, as you said, the heavy hitter Martin starting to get active.
दो बड़े भी नहीं होते.
Conversation we've had all year since Santiago. Team looking a little top heavy with the kill records that he broke. And part of the charge, which is now making its way towards B here for Mates in this bonus.
That was a nice cam, actually. Loiter! Loiter's just walked in, and it actually confirmed that players had taken B main. So Gentlemates switch, head towards A, and an extensive post plan. Bippo holding down the foundation, and Mini looking to go in front.
Yeah, Bippo's still fighting this, but only 7 bullets and position fully condemned. That's one back, 4 on 4.
And Mel, a double up in tree to not allow anyone through. It's main where the gap is, and I mean, nobody really looking to deny this. Gentlemate's fight forward. Starzo at least has the trade, so he's upgraded to a rifle. At the same time,
Martin को कितना हाथ घुमाना पड़ता है 2v3
time because it's starting to get low. And BBL need to get the defuse. No utility, so it has to be the fights. It has to be heads up. And well, unfortunately, Martin.
Oh my days,
And so Martin puts mates on his back yet again. Stages to that round where BBL were playing hands in pockets. It's a paranoia. Walking into a smoke. I really don't know what Voiter is doing here. And as I say, it's not the first time they've looked a little bit casual about this.
Shit, bhai.
Martin on the other side, though, crisp as always on low sense. 0.06 in-game, by the way.
Yeah, it's insane.
1600 DPI.
Yeah, that's the difference.
भाई जब मार्टिन अपना माउस जोर-जोर से हिलाता है
ऐसा
कुछ
his stats down or anything, thinking that's gonna
तुमको ही लगता है बेशरम इंसान
ऐसा मेरे chat में सब बोल रहे हैं
Levels Rock going for the jump TP for information and seeing a couple
बेशरम chat बेशरम streamer
Gentlemates don't want to give anything away, don't want to walk into a stack, don't want to take the bait.
So Martin, do you play stretched res? What's your hair care routine, man? I want to be just like you. You know, we had a player in Tier 2 who copied Tenz's settings.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Everything.
Yeah. I've heard.
It's mad. Imagine you've got an official and then you've just got to like check the Wikipedia real quick to see if there's been an update. Anyway. BBL are on an eco here, in case you couldn't tell. The round's got an element of dead rubber to it, but in saying that, Rose has found a couple of kills here on site defense with only a classic. BBL with a man advantage for now. Can it get any better? It can. Rose has got another and a Vandal in his hand.
Oh boy, nice flash.
Surely not like this, mate.
Nah, bro. Thirsty round is horrendous.
And just when you thought that was a shoe-in, the captain stands up and his presence is felt.
Yeah, you can stop talking about Martin's sense and all that and actually lock in, because BBL
that should never have been a round win.
No, it shouldn't have, but it's such good utility.
रोसे भाई ने निकाल लिया भाई.
I mean, you allow that gap to
मारते हैं.
You allow BBL
तो ना uncontrollable सी भूख लगी, मुझे थोड़ा खा लेना चाहिए.
Very happy Rose, but it almost feels like Vitality yesterday. And in the same way that we saw that, we saw the Thrifty come through on round 4.
Yeah, that's exactly it, right? I know exactly the round that you're talking about. It was on Ascent, the A push, that blind call from Starso hit the site. And again, as this one progresses, you really got to be thinking about some of those mistakes and if the right calls are being made. But to build on our Martin conversation, he is well and truly starred in every performance we've seen from this team so far in the stage. Khelraay, highest for ADR at 177, 2 aces versus Vitality, putting him up to 11 lifetime in the VCT. It's mostly been the Phoenix that we've seen him on recently, but Raze on this map specifically. And I think the big thing for me is what that partnership looks like between him and Mini.
I think as well, we've seen the way that the interaction works with the curveball, the Phoenix Flash, and also Mini sliding round the corner. I think overall, it's a bit harder to do that with a Raze, with a Neon.
It's different, right? You're satcheling in instead, but the dive capability is certainly there. I think more than anything, it looked way better when they were paired at the hip. At least for Mini specifically on that last map than it did when he was trying to play solo. On this round, it is all 5 Gentlemates players creeping up towards A, scaling behind the smoke, but into Lover's Rock and his neck of the woods with this op.
I mean, there's almost 4 players here. Rose walks away and Showstopper used. Lover's Rock, so good. Martin gone as well. BBL have just collapsed on this execute. Starzo with a quick spray down has put this into a winnable spot. The information huge on the last 2 players.
Now you're looking at how mates want to manufacture this post plant. A stairwell fight is one which they're willing to take as 2 players, even with this plant.
Trying to backfill the space they want. does not gain anything.
Nah,
so
इन लोग का plant ही नहीं है.
question on BBL players' minds is it tree or is it from behind? And they'll get that answer very quickly.
Oh shit! Oh,
as they see Kraven, he's gone. Only the Cypher
clear नहीं है.
Starzo still playing from heaven. Rose destroying the cam. He's giving himself away.
Nah, now he knows dono backside.
To try and destroy. He's trying to get these fights. Starzo jumps. Rose only on 8 bullets.
Oh my god,
a single one.
Good round.
Back within one of Gentle Mates.
That is purely a Starso round, and it's fantastic to see mates get value from it. Lovers Rock hits a really tricky shot at the start. You can see Martins working the space on the right side of the neon wall, Mini on the left. But the big thing for me here is just how heads up they are when it gets to the later stages of the round with that neural theft. Bippo checks first with the cam. Starso checking second with the horn. Layers to the way they're playing this at a micro level. And now they want to go back to back on this A push.
Interestingly enough, this is an equal round with a half buy, but that half buy has an operator in play.
Yeah, Lovers Rock can sort of be here, there, and everywhere with that TP. Timer is about to run out, as you can see in spawn, whether he makes this rotation or not.
That TP though is very deep. Doesn't go for it.
Yeah, just lets it run out. Look at this angle now that he's got on C.
मजा ही आ जाता.
And that defense now leans so much heavier on the A site.
Really enabled by Lovers Rock, and it's another one of these eco overloads which could catch mates off guard.
Wow.
Oh, that's a big kill through the smoke. A B pivot, not really viable until we see Bippo take up that B main space.
And that's where now Kreven has a decision to make. Does he want to fight into B main and give himself an outlet? No, just asks for a smoke instead and waits around it.
Yeah, a Bulldog and a big 1 versus 1.
Oh.
I mean, distracted by the utility. Kreven drops back into sight. Now seen, big kill from Starzo. Makes things even. And Gentle Mates hold on to this side well.
Bro, ये तो close game जाने वाला है मुझको.
Lovers Rock running for the hills and keeping himself alive.
Yeah, Mates wondering if they maybe misinterpreted this one a little bit. Now they're heading straight into this operator.
That's good utility. Brings Lovers Rock away, but that dimensional drift will give the information for the retake coming back through. All 3 players, though, completely disconnected, whereas Gentle Mates are all playing together like a pack of hungry wolves that know that their prey is near.
Beautiful round.
Gentle Mates,
ये retake कर ही नहीं पाया ऑफ के साथ.
9-9 is the scoreline that will be done after
ये
this
सीढ़ी से hold
round,
करते
because
रहेगा.
Lovers Rock wants nothing to do with this. Gentle Mates have done what they needed to.
Yeah,
love you,
it looked a little bit chaotic there, but I like the mates follow through with the call onto the C site. Not the first time you've seen Starso playing selflessly. The Pinata call, as Pacific deemed it. Just baiting out the early shots to get a trade. Lovers Rock nearly punishes. And to be honest, for how this one ends, you save the operator on the BBL side and you knock down a couple targets in the process. It's not the worst for what they came in with. I think the way they were trying to enable Kreven was nice, but Starso just far too diligent.
Soybean rice.
And well, it seems like we will be getting the last timeout of this first map. BBL pulling the trigger and wanting to speak to their teammates, just especially with how bad that things have gone recently on this attack half.
Yes,
and in fact, Hazza, if we actually look at the round count, it's pretty much similar to that first half.
Yeah, it is.
ये क्या POV था बे?
An early lead, a huge charge from mates as they take 5 from 6. I think with everything weighing on this game again, we've just got to look back at those stakes and what exactly it means. Mates lose this map, they're into the play-in stage.
आज मैं रोटी नहीं खाती मुंबई में, खाना नहीं खा रहा हूँ यार. कार्ब्स कम खाए इसलिए राइस खा रहा हूँ.
For now, and for BBL, I mean, they can afford a slow start as long as they win the series. They're still in that conversation and putting themselves in the best possible position, but they want to be masters of their own destiny, and this is their map pick.
That and calorie intake बताओ. अभी तो 1800 calories रख रहा हूँ.
One that's had varying success for yourselves. I mean, Gentle Mates, we've seen how their performances.
अभी recently शुरू किया हो तो 1900, 2000 ऐसा हो जाता है.
Also comes back to the thing with BBL.
मेरा maintenance 2200
adaptations, but what we're seeing here is 4 players ready to fight Rubble at the start of the round
Jim
before the
सुबह
barrier drop. Is this the adjustment which makes the difference for them, though?
A big brawl. a powder keg of a round.
120 try करता हूँ protein.
Forward and Gentlemate's happy to
अभी
give
ऊपर
things
चढ़
up.
गया.
Many's actually fighting forward to try and support Prox. And
Bro,
the bullets
क्या
are
flashes
wild,
से
trying
बे?
to rein this round back in.
वो team
Martin
flash हुआ
at
क्या
least
बे?
gets one back. Yeah. And the round is offered a bit
वो
of
team flash
reprieve
हुआ क्या
here,
clutch
as you
भाई?
can see mates
team flash नहीं था.
moving through the map towards C. Starso the second layer looking for a late lurk and maybe catching a rotate.
एमेट वालों को बोल रहे हो ना?
They're not going to win the foot race here.
वो
So
rubble पे
BBL
जो
will
हुआ.
have bodies to defend C.
I guess वो लोइटा कर
There's a
रहा
gap in which to work for
हाँ एमेट
Starso.
वाला ही.
He doesn't understand that yet as the bodies of Gentlemates that are on the C try and work this site. And it has grabbed the attention of the defense. And here's the pivot, now
Yeah.
straight in.
Straight back towards B instead, but as mates continue to trail in this position, they are hunting down an extra
Come
kill.
क्यों खा रहा है
It looks
चमन?
like
You need
Starso
mass, not
will be
weight
the one
loss.
to try and offer that relief. But it's right down the throat of Lovers Rock, so 4 versus 2.
It's a hard one. I mean, Martin won off of the showstopper, and that's ideally what you could try and walk through, but BBL give nothing. It's complete space right now, a void, which is about to be filled. The players coming out of heaven. I mean, this is a fake. Nobody looking to bite on this. Gentlemates come out. It's all up to the guns, and Gentlemates do well! It's Martin again!
Bro!
He just cannot miss!
I told you.
Forget the
अकेला ही
opener,
देता है.
forget the closer, the supporting act, throw it in the bin. Martin is the headliner for Gentlemates. Put it on another rockstar performance. Oh, first kill found him a
was so
nade and a
clean.
showstopper, but he only needed the gun in his hands. And mates
Oh,
have the lead
freak.
in what is now a one-round game. Did he just emote after getting that 4K? That's insane. Mate, that's insane. You can't see this guy doesn't have aura.
No, I completely agree. I just disagree with the use of the words. Anyway, let's hear what mates are saying after that one and if they can keep a bottle on it as we listen into the comms.
Yeah, it's okay. People catch lurkers. There is camera. People catch lurkers. Clear the box, guys.
They're rotating from B.
Yeah, it's good.
Don't comment.
2B.
They know, they're
Okay.
ceiling currently,
Guys,
they're heavy.
people see. You opening door?
Yeah, I opened. Yeah.
People, play B
Yeah.
still. We will play B again.
B, okay.
We will- Listen, we will take K in maybe B split if we pocket space.
Close the judge.
Yeah, I have Prowler for this. Let's pick this together, guys.
Yeah, free.
3, 2. I'm gonna Prowler, you need to check Rabble.
Yeah, go.
Smoke him too. Actually, no, smoke stairs for fake.
Go fast.
3, 2, 1. Plus, judge.
I'm ulting.
Nice. Come.
अरे माँ का रुकाने का ट्राई किया बे.
Am I pick clear as
Open
well?
3.
Close, man city, spam. Come B, come on this ceiling.
Wait,
Come B.
spacing.
Okay, Cypher, dead. Play together.
Hold top it, please. Prox.
Yusuf, hold up it. Cover up on ceiling. You're good like this. Pick up mini, pick up. One of it. Yeah. With me.
I will try to play.
Holding him out the ceiling. Blind him.
Realistically, the only thing that you can put your hope in is a Spectre recovered of Lover's Rock, and he's already taken damage.
I actually fancy
Hobbit,
Loita's
bro?
chances with this Sheriff a little more, if I'm honest, mate.
Damage बोला वो.
25 HP, he can hit a
Care
head or
Hobbit
two.
बोला.
But it's outside the realms of possibility, and we know it.
उन्हें
Being a
चार
little
rounds better
facetious
than
here
Hobbit
as
बोला.
Gentlemates make it up to 11 rounds. That was the eco. But of course, just getting closer and closer now. The momentum of this game has well and truly changed. It's off the back of some more Martin magic.
The guy is the magician who pulls rounds out of a hat. And BBL right now.
Yo,
are needing
Adi bhai,
something
that's
like that.
actually
Lover's
big
Rock
W, bro.
operator. That's B main. But
Crazy.
LaRock and Loiter are on C site. Gonna receive this push coming through from Gentlemates. LaRock has done so well. Maybe a little bit of magic of his own.
Ay, but
once again
Martin drop
still
करके मार दिया
alive.
भाई.
He goes round the long way. Loiter
BBL के
needs
pick
to
पे
be
आ रहा है बे.
careful. Of course he is. He does not even
वाला back and forth जा रहा है,
decide to
ulti वाला
play
नहीं कर रहा है
Never
मेरे को
mind भाई.
Pippo.
क्या fight थी ये?
He's elsewhere on an outlaw.
Yeah, asking a little too much of Bippo here. Done pretty well to get himself in this game, 15-15. Second fragging behind Martin, of course. But happy with that round if you're BBL. Again, when you're seeing them fight for these extremities early, it's tending to do well for them.
पढ़ रहा हूँ सोमनाथ
Constantly
हगरे.
shifting that Cypher setup. breaking away from some of the conditioning, perhaps. What mates have looked up on them.
Oh, it's Lovers Rock up first, but Operator versus Outlaw, it only really goes one way.
Yeah, the Outlaw wins, right?
आप भी करो, हम भी करेंगे donate. आज salary आई है. Yep.
Go on, Bippo. Nah, it's not going to be the case. We're back within one for these two.
Not shifting around the corner like that, no. Unfortunate. But
Drink
just
water.
the one round between these teams.
So I drank a lot of water.
Lotus deciding a lot of this series for me in my eyes. Just not only the permutations, but how both teams want to play stylistically. An attack-sided map historically. What the approach looks like from both as we get a Nightfall. Omen and Cypher are available on either side. They can match themselves in talent. Guaranteed with the op here too.
Yeah, I was going to say guaranteed value really comes through the Nightfall. The other two are more a little bit more circumstantial, although Gentlemates know from the last game that the Omen and the Nightfall can combine pretty well.
Yeah. And now that's an interesting look to the round that we get from BBL, because instead of playing to the numbers game, it's Larok solo peeking through B, opening up the play for them here, and giving them a way towards the B site.
Big value from the Nightfall, and you can see a BBL player will be cheeky. They've done it again. Gentlemates have fallen for it. And I mean, the Nightfall back in to collect the spike there. And luckily enough, Kreven, not hit by the Nightfall, can give that information and play off his own setup. Doesn't win it against Bippo, so now it's 3-on-2 in favour of mates.
Yeah, only a paranoia here really for BBL to get interested in this battle is one which Loiter isn't winning.
Same time, Lovers Rock has managed to creep into backside.
Pinned in.
Bippo has no chance here, wins out 2-on-2, but the damage is great on the two players on BBL. Body shots is certainly the way to go. Don't need to hit heads, but of course Martin will. And with the time ticking away, the sand dripping down into the hourglass, I think this one is done, and Lovers Rock wants to keep that Operator.
Yeah, well played from mates to get through that round. BBL punished on their overextension through Larok at the start. We're seeing this defender's side again go for the Nightfall Omen ult combo, which we've seen them do a couple of times.
अभी अगला पाए तो है लेकिन BBL के पास शायद और भाई उनका ही मैप है. Holy freaking shit, bro.
Yeah, despite their best efforts, still not enough. And mates keeping themselves in front right now, one step ahead.
वो डोर खोलने का आवाज ही नहीं आया उसको बे.
At least he got it. Yeah, he got it. That's always important. I mean, luckily enough, there wasn't more bodies on that site for Gentlemates, so that round could have went.
Clash भाई बोले थे one side BBL. भाई मेरे को भी हल्का सा जैसे start हुआ मेरे को लगा BBL one sided होगा.
For Gentlemates. They found 8 already in this half with BBL, just 2 for the defender's side to show for. Very early Omen ult coming through here. As you can see, mates creating a whole load of pressure on the B site. It's absolute pandemonium right now, and BBL may be looking to go on the offensive through
pressure करके कुछ फायदा नहीं हुआ, वो लोग C के तरफ जा रहे हैं.
Yeah, Rose has got
and Rose कितना
similar play.
It is. At the same time, Loiter's going looking as well, and Stars is aware of this.
Oh my god. अबे Rose दूसरी बार ऐसा कुछ तो कांड ही करने गया.
Because of that Omen ultimate, and it created a little bit of chaos. But chaos does not make you make mistakes like that, Hazza.
Yeah, it's the decision making again. Right side that the desk was discussing on the BBL side, and
और बे वो लोग B hit करने वाले.
Right now, disheveled as mates.
Ulte दो और में.
Are on the path towards a 13th here.
2 kill और
strong in B main. It's only going to be Larok to try and defend it. He needs a couple kills before the ult's going to come up for him. Starso baits for Martin again, and that 1-2 punch has set them up for a knockout blow.
Ajay, you taking way? Yes.
Go, Lovers Rock waiting for a cue to get himself back in here, but as Kreven falls, there's no timing to play off. No hope in hell. And BBL's map pick, as strong as it started, looks to be slipping away from them now. Lovers Rock will give this one last go. But he is not the hero in this story. It's Martin and mates, 13-10 as they start the rematch with success.
The second map is all eyes on for this group.
BBL could be knocked out if they lose Gentleman's pick of Ascent, and it's one that they know that they can play themselves.
देखो बहुत से स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर्स को मैंने सुना है रिस्ट इंजरी होती है ना?
हाँ।
तो भाई मार्टिन को तो 10x रिस्क है उसका।
अबे रिस्ट भाई मेरे लो सेंस प्लेयर आर्म से एम करता है, रिस्ट से थोड़ी एम करता है।
कर ली बात, लो कर ली बात तुमने। अरे मेरे भाई, अरे लेकिन उसका स्ट्रेन तो आता है ना रिस्ट पे।
हाँ तो स्ट्रेन नहीं आता, वो पूरा आर्म पे रिलाई करता है।
कर ली बात,
एकदम माइक्रो एडजस्टमेंट की और इस पे रिलाई करता है। मैं अगर उसको इतना स्ट्रेन आता है भाई तो क्यों खेलता?
अरे क्योंकि वो यंग है,
वो कंफर्टेबल है उस चीज पे मेरे भाई। जानबूझ के थोड़ी खेलेगा
plenty of things, you know. I mean, he can deliver, but especially he's like really good teammate. When he's turning into beast mode, like he can manage a lot of scenarios by himself. He can call, he can mid round also, stuff like this, you know. So really, really special player.
Damn.
Really special indeed. Special to watch you here, and we look forward to seeing it on the next match.
अरे भाई का स्ट्रीम चेक करो, क्या कर रहे हैं? अरे भाई स्ट्रीम कर रहे भी है क्या? कोई हाइड्रा भाई ने उनका YouTube बंद नहीं किया अब तक।
वही ना भाई, मैं भी वही देख रहा था।
कहाँ गए वो?
पता मेरे को लगा खेल रहे।
कॉलिंग करते हो।
Well, Wingman World, well, what?
हिड्रा भाई।
Have a break.
हिड्रा भाई।
Have a Kit Kat. Wingman World while wanting a well-won break. Let's go.
भाई।
Carmine Corp, we demand the best. This is what backs us up. The Razer Iskor V2 New Gen.
Hi Pasha, Whitey striker. Pasha, ogale nasha le Pasha. You should praise Kamal. He's a great guy and he's smarter than me. Yo, Kamal. Which company where you are using? Muscle Blades, Biozyme, kuch to. All right, we back at Setup Review, baby. Where were we, Chad? Where were we? Where were we? Where were we? Where were we? We were here? This table is designed by myself in AutoCAD. वो ये देखा था मैंने, लेकिन ये टेबल में ऐसी क्या चीज है जो आपको डिजाइन करनी पड़ी? अबे टेबल तो ढंग से दिखा देता, फिर नॉर्मल टेबल लग रही है। ओ वाओ, पीछे से दिखाता यार। द नाइट आई बॉट माई पीसी। यो ब्रो, आई कैन रिलेट टू दिस। मैंने जब पीसी अपना फर्स्ट बाय किया था ना, मैंने टीवी के साइड में एकदम छोटी सी जगह थी, वहां पे लगाया था एंड सीपीयू को मॉनिटर के पीछे ना कैसे तो फिट कराया था भाई। और वो पूरी रात में गेम खेलते बैठा था, पूरी रात। मजा आ गया था भाई। मैं तभी 11th में या 12th की छुट्टियों में आया। मैं एक सेकेंड, ट्वेल्थ की छुट्टियों में मेरे को अपना फर्स्ट पीसी मिला था भाई। फिर मैंने सबसे पहले उसमें चालू किया था, मैंने वॉरजोन शुरू किया था। फिर उसके बाद में मैंने वैलोरेंट शुरू की, नहीं सबसे पहले वैलोरेंट शुरू किया, फिर उसके बाद में मैंने वॉरजोन शुरू किया था। फिर मैंने फोर्टनाइट चालू किया था। ए जी
क्या कर रहे?
मैं तो चैटअप देख लियो।
स्क्रीनशॉट।
अरे यार दो डबल स्ट्रीम कर रहा हो यार चाचा। और ये खड्डे में टीवी रखा है, तुम मॉनिटर रखा है। ये एक सेकेंड, व्हाट? देखने को मिलता है रे इधर, पाक कसम, चकावा चड्डी। रजनीश भाई डीएम कर दो, डीएम। बैठक गेमर, अरे ये कौन से लेवल का बैठक गेमर है? शिट बे, ऐसी चेयर मिलती है पहली बार देख रहा हूं जिंदगी में। मां कसम, मैंने जितने बारिशें नहीं देखी ना, मौसम नहीं देखे, उतने इस हेडफोन ने देख लिए भाइयों, मजाक भी नहीं कर रहा। दिस इज इनसेन, दिस इज पीक। भाई पहले उसका ऐसा वुडन था, फिर उसके बाद में उसने सजाने के लिए उसके अंदर ये वाला सनमाइका टाइप कुछ तो लगाया है। ब्रिलियंट, ब्रिलियंट, ब्यूटीफुल। यप, दैट लुक इज अमेजिंग।
F27 कब आ रहा है भाई?
यूजुअली सितंबर में आता है।
Usually.
डब्ल्यू एडिटोरे। Bro, EMEA takes a lot time to start than Pacific. Do you agree or no?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, monkey loopy, my god. Cha. Chat एक सेकेंड। अरे यार,
भाई फुरसेकन का वीडियो भेज रहा हूँ, चेक कर इस।
अबे यार मेरा मेरा स्टोरेज भर गया है, रुको। अरे एक सेकेंड, मेरा स्टोरेज भर गया है, माँ कसम अभी देखा मैंने।
डीएम चेक करो डिस्कॉर्ड।
टीम पे देखो।
देखो ट्रिम पे, बस म्यूजिक म्यूट कर दो। वो फुरसेकन है, शिट।
ये क्या है? क्या देखना पड़ रहा है ये?
हाँ ब्रो,
Holy shit in my pants. क्रेजी भाई साहब, ये कौन है? पोर सकने द पाशा गेमर। अभी क्लर्ज भाई पे क्यों क्लिक किया मैंने?
Give it a bad shot from dust till
कबाड़ी वाली है
dawn. My girl.
ना। आंखों का मसाला बेटर। आंखों का मसाला ऑलवेज ऑन टॉप, और एल्स टिकी ऑलवेज ऑन टॉप। Crazy way. Yo, look at this. भाई इसको वो भी है वे ग्रिप्स। एप्पल की वॉच W see the chat. चालू करो.
And they go into an eco and they have.
हर्ष भाई
जी भाई जी.
एक मोमोज हो जाते, थोड़ी सी चाइनीज हो जाती और उसके साथ एक डाइट कोक हो जाता. क्या चाइनीज, क्या डाइट कोक? पेट तो अंदर हो नहीं रहा तेरा, बॉडी तो बन नहीं रही.
ये तुम खुद को बोलते हो ये सब? खुद को बोलना चाहिए तुम्हें ये सब.
सेल्फ मोटिवेशन, सेल्फ मोटिवेशन,
हाँ
सेल्फ मोटिवेशन.
हाँ. इससे गोटेड क्या है मालूम? म्याऊ, चल चल लाइटवेट, चल चल एक और, चल सेल्फी, चल चल. भाई वो है गोटेड, वो है.
No, he going to the Jaro. But what if he does?
I was going to say that one of the reasons like to be excited about the Lotus also is like it was like seeing Lovers Rock on the Euro and Martin sat on them. 9-0 in the head-to-head between Lovers Rock and Martin, favoring Martin in that previous map in case you were wondering. Now the question is Mini going to log that? I mean, he has hands off the keyboard.
I think he's doing it. I think
He's doing it.
Do we want to talk about the deadlock at all?
Well, I mean,
What do you want to know?
it's a good pick. I really like it on Asen. Larok is brilliant on him, but
Bro,
honestly,
Martin should have
when
gone
he's
Euro,
playing with the
nah.
deadlock, he's not a superstar. He's not the one who has to carry.
Martin should have gone Euro, nah.
उसकी टीम में एक यूरो खेल रहा है तो वो क्यों नहीं खेल रहा है?
He has completely margin on his head.
Exactly my point, right?
I think
Exactly
that's
my
something
point,
that we saw
right?
in BBL and in the game that you're mentioning and referencing is the amount of freedom that La Rock had to do the same play over and over, and for some reason to see a team that is not ready on the other hand. We saw nets that had incredible.
Why the hell are they doing this, chat?
I want to see if Gentlemen is going to continue with this
chat,
push and
मेरे को एक
pull
चीज
and how
बताओ.
much BBL is.
सुनो मेरी बात. अगर हम लोग हमारा WhatsApp में से डॉक्यूमेंट्स हम लोग अगर डिलीट करते हैं
हर्ष भाई तुम्हारे में वो
तो
बच्चा
क्या
आता है
हमारे
जो अपने
गैलरी
पैर
से भी
पे
डिलीट होता है?
random चीजें गिरा रहा है.
हाँ देखो.
I'm really worried on the open kills because every
Plus
time
भाई,
they get in the open kills,
अगर
sometimes
मैं
they try
अपने
to go in and throw it.
फोन में
it's a
से
5v4 situation. You're gonna get it.
Eyes on the
WhatsApp
openers,
पे
but as we
जो
open this
डॉक्यूमेंट
map,
सेंड
we'll
करते
open our
देखो,
ears for Haza and Khelraay.
वो अगर मैं डिलीट कर रहा हूँ तो क्या मेरे फोन से भी वो डिलीट होगा?
Very much desk. Well, Haza, the thing is,
Chat बोल रही है नहीं.
Gentlemen can't have a bad start because this time they're starting on attack.
What the hell are you
Their
speaking?
best side, and one that we just heard on the sideline that Stars was very confident with.
Chat, ये इंसान तो जो बोलता है ना मुझे घंटा कुछ सुनाए समझ नहीं आता.
To pick a side, opted in on defense for every single map that we've seen so far, including the decider. If we get there, with Sunset potentially on the horizon. But for Mates, it's just about fixing up from the last time we saw them here against Vitality. A collapse towards the end of that game on the attack side, as you mentioned, and playing into this double Sentinel.
जगह बनानी है.
It's another situation where you don't want to see them drop behind as early as they have done.
बताओ मैं भी ट्राई करके देखता हूँ अभी.
क्या? अरे नहीं मेरा स्टोरेज खत्म हो गया वो बना रहा हूँ बस.
Gentlemates lose this
जी भाई जी.
and they are submitted
Bye,
to
G.
play-ins, not playoffs. BBL just need to keep themselves alive, win this series, and then they have the perfect opportunity for playoffs, playing against Pacific next, later on in the week.
All right, chat. Emmet on attack.
Beginning this one on the defense, you can see Lovers Rock has the TP, but it's going to let that one expire as he moves towards A. Mid-space has been given up here as Kreven places a trap just outside of Market to watch for a B push. Larok's net timing here is going to be huge, but speaking of timing, that's a fantastic barrier mesh. Great information on this A push.
The Rock grab Mate out, but it is only the fake clone from
I'm going mid to A, mid to B.
Pivot into a Cypher setup.
Yeah, a setup which is perfectly ready for this specific market push. You're going to have Rose dropping the dart in here as well. It's a question of who can capitalize off of the info. Right now, it looks like it's Lovers Rock and Larok. They've arrived on the scene nice and early. A flood back through.
Martin getting
the supply line off and finds yet another.
They are shooting.
As the walkthrough
They are
happens.
shooting.
Why?
They're shooting.
Double. He's the one with Spike in hand.
Bro,
now
they're
looking
shooting.
to plant as Loiter has to reprise his role in
bro,
this
ye khatam hai
clutch.
game.
Wants to clear out main early, but it's Martin again.
3K,
And
holy
Mates
shit
with a
in my
pistol.
pants.
Big pistol round as well. Brings them back into this
Tiki,
one,
tiki,
or
tiki, tiki,
into the
tiki.
series.
Yeah.
Starting things off perfectly.
It's exactly what you want. Attack side pistol on this map. Couldn't ask for
Chacha
too
मस्ती
much
को ना
more.
हुई है.
As we know, the double senti is strong when it flips over, but
यार
right
चाचा
now,
आता ही नहीं है भाई
all
अभी
about
मेरे
how
फील्ड में.
they're making the
Khatam,
most of the
Chacha's
utility,
over,
and it
bro.
felt like they got the timing
Bro, it's
spot
just
on at the
it's the
beginning of
fans
this
who
one.
are keeping it alive.
But Mates doing better in the
चलो अपना
duels in these
बेस्ट चाचा
team
मस्ती को
fights.
करके बताओ.
Well, we're talking
Nah,
about
nah,
it
nah.
being so micro
वो बस
heavy.
प्राइवेट में करता हूँ मैं.
That's what the meta relied on at the start of
private
the
में
year.
तो
One of the
बहुत
many
आवाजें
reasons why
निकालते हो.
both of these rosters look
एक
so
दिन
good in
रिकॉर्ड करके
kickoff.
पूरी स्ट्रीम को सुनाऊंगा.
This also has effects elsewhere
Alta गया क्या
outside
इसका?
of these two teams. Foot could be confirmed into
एक में है, दो में
the
है.
play or top two finish at the very least, right?
भाई मेरे को भी VCT खेलना है यार 6 और वाला
Should
फिनिक्स.
Gentlemates win in a 2-0 fashion.
Yeah,
अबे नेक्स्ट वीक से 7 और बन
more
है.
reasons than one to want to see
Oh.
BBL.
मेरे को लगा
fail
डायरेक्ट
to
प्लेऑफ्स में
succeed
वैसा
here
होगा.
if you're a Foot fan.
TMV
एक,
buzzing.
जो छोटे अपडेट्स आते हैं वो नेक्स्ट वीक में आ जाते हैं.
प्लेन्स में होगा और प्लेऑफ्स में होगा मुझे लग रहा है.
और
As you
नया
can
स्किन
see,
भी आ गया ना इनके.
slow start to the round here, but BBL have got
Oh.
4 players, 4 members over towards B,
Sort.
and Larok finds
Wait,
the
bro,
only
they're
exception.
losing this?
That's
Holy
because
shit.
outside of A.
Wow, outlook
Problems
कहाँ है
on the
उसके?
horizon here.
Yeah, and it doesn't get any easier as
They're losing this. Holy shit.
Oh
Yup,
my
yup, yup.
God.
Nah, that's
Gentlemates
diabolical.
Just banging their head against the wall and
Wow.
not getting any value from it.
It's another
Wow.
call which is made off of
couldn't bring.
almost zero information. They're blindly hitting into the site after they lose the one extra option in Bippo. And this is exactly what BBL want to do. They want to brawl you close and personal at the gates. I mean, how many times are we going to see them win rounds with classics in this series?
Yeah. How many times are we going to see gifts wrapped up in a bowl like that?
In saying that, Martin does have a run it back and a Guardian in the follow-up round. They're just going to double
Aapke
down and go
size
for this
mein
B
simple
hit again.
Oh, mate,
Yep.
he's not hit his
The
flash.
fake outs blocked the flash.
Yeah. And that looks like a good dart as well. It's actually many.
See, even
who've
pros are
lost
not
like
aware
the
of that
time.
shit, bro.
Good shots from Starzo.
अब ये लोग भी काउंटर देने वाले हैं.
Question
नहीं,
then
नहीं, नहीं,
becomes, at what point
Defense
do
में
mates feel like it's
tough है.
worth investing a little more into this round? Specifically Martin's ultimate, because
Next
they
match देखोगे
hesitated
नहीं.
to use it early here.
Oh.
They've gained a little bit
It
of
is
ground.
Hackretic versus whom, chat? Bro, we are not
Starzo
seeing
has
any
one
shit
for
talk.
mid.
Why though?
Note that there is only one trap here.
आजकल प्यार करते हैं लोग एक दूसरे से.
The
That's not fair.
Drop, though, not missing
That's
it.
not fair.
This is falling apart for
Yeah, bro.
Gentlemates.
No one wants to see
Understandably
MUA
so,
extra
this
star.
is an equal round. Martin tries to work a gap through Tree.
He's found it. I think Kraven's just been alerted to his position with some shots out of the Guardian. It is confirmed Rose is here as well.
That's a Phantom. Starzo trying to play
जब तक
bait.
जिंदा है तब तक गेम है दोस्त.
Martin given a chance on the drone. Rose, oh, for a minute I
लग गया
thought
था.
giving that away.
दीवार बीच में आ गई नहीं तो लग गया था.
And just like
भाई
that,
जी.
Gentlemates will lose the round. We're back to rifle versus bonus effectively for BBL.
Yeah, mates fumbling an early opportunity here to build up a lead. And so BBL are in front for the first time on Ascent. And just looking at the setups that they've got, feels like they're inviting some of that pressure here, showing a lot more respect to their opponents.
दूंगा
Because
चम्मच
it's a
जाऊंगा डिमांड.
surplus of utility that they have access to, and with Lovers Rock now having an operator online,
दूंगा झापड़
we'll see how
खाएगा पापड़.
Gentlemates deal with this.
Didn't even connect his shot. TP about to run out. Gentlemates no.
वाला
Don't
वीडियो
go
देखा.
for a minute. It hasn't scanned
मेरे
Martin.
पीछे कासुआ आया है.
What in the world is that,
decision to
baby?
be made there for Lovers Rock if he wanted to fold or fully commit.
Croissant?
नहीं
It's now
खसुआ
rotating
इतना
towards
बड़ा
A as
खसुआ
Gentlemates themselves have peeled away from
oh.
that early B main control, but it's the thing with Ascent, you
Goated
take
है वो
mains and you create that pressure, raise those question marks. You can see BBL haven't been too active in the extremities. That was a theme of the last time they played it. Now showing face in this
Bro, actually मेरी है ना feed clutch भाई वो बन चुकी है.
So bit of an idea of what this looks like now as the B push is coming through.
Yeah, Dart isn't for another 10 seconds, which has been
Bro, what in the
massively
world is that
effective in terms
clone?
of holding this.
Statue of Liberty.
Denied through the operator of Lovers Rock, and now this A side may be a little bit weaker.
And
but
IQ2
still
आया था
showing
वो.
the door, and Gentlemates playing with the time.
It's a huge one versus
nice
one in
pick.
B main there though with Starso cutting off Kreven.
अरे खेल लिए ला भाई Starso. अरे भाई साहब, they are everywhere. They are everywhere.
Wrapped a web
Mate.
around BBL and snared
Mate,
them in
they're everywhere.
position. Rose looks for a cheeky
Top
timing,
shot
but there's
भी नहीं
nothing
चिपक
going.
Mate, they're
Lovers Rock
everywhere.
has now been detected with this operator as well, so it's an all-encompassing performance from the attack
किसमें lock
side.
in करूँ मेरे भाई?
It's fantastic, and you can see what BBL are doing when they fight for the space, leaving a body in B main, leaving a body towards short.
Alvena sista,
Slow
amara zuro.
investments which deliver value towards the end.
do
Now,
so
it's all
well.
about finding this
Oi,
last
oi,
operator
oi,
which Bipple will be the
oi,
one to
oi,
receive.
oi.
Everybody
Nah, bro.
alerted to the position, and it will be an in-zone flawless on the bonus. I mean, BBL can come right back in with a buy, but it's still good to make that economy pay.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you speak of economy here, you've got to talk about Gentlemates because they've found an opportunity to stabilize, keeping everybody alive there. Gets them right back in this game. I did like that proactivity from BBL. One of my main criticisms when they played Na'Vi was it didn't feel like they were going for any set utility, any early engagements.
Rose looking for answers in the stars.
Yeah. And, well, you said they can offer a purchase. There isn't one beneath BBL right now.
I thought there should have been.
No.
Well, the operator's been bought.
It has.
Not something you
as
see
it was
often.
on Lotus.
Yeah, Lovers Rock fancying himself, and I mean, fair enough, you've got the confidence, but I don't think on Ascent you'll be allowed to save, especially with the backing that Gentlemates have now. It's not a massive map.
I think the idea is that if Lovers Rock can find a kill, gets ult, passes the gun over to a teammate, and maybe they can snowball, but I do agree. You're looking at a half chance, and with that off, not on any kind of an aggressive line, it's Mini instead. With this Yoru debuting on Ascent, has found the kill on A and very quickly joined up with the rest of his team on what is now a weakened
NGL,
B-side.
bro,
Lovers
that's
Rock
crazy.
omitted.
Lovers Rock on A, I mean, doesn't have any TP, so his rotation going to be late. And he's just holding A main. The Rock, though, has a full utility belt.
Yeah.
And if he gets into position, Hazza, he could win the round.
I like this decision. Bit more of a heavy-handed gamble here from BBL rather than just sitting and waiting for something to happen. Not as receptive. So Kreven here, teed up to try and find a fight on this Classic. So good for finding one here and there. 4-on-4 situation, and Starso's got to be careful with where he plays on the edge of the smoke right now. Gets caught with the muzzle of Larocque. Rose, another one, time ticking away. Rose going again,
wow.
and BBL with another Motor Thrifty.
I mean, there needs to be
same
talks
corrupted
about
vibe.
how badly Gentlemates are executing it into this B site. I don't know if they're just not thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, it's to be fair to BBL,
Dusty nikal liye, bro. This map is gonna be hella crazy, not gonna lie.
Into position, the Gravnet good,
Bro,
but honestly,
Turkish
overall,
teams Ascent नहीं हारती है.
that's the second
Yeah,
time now that
आधा
they failed
part
into that B site.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've been impressed at least with the storm from
wait.
BBL. Their
I'm
utility
a tainter,
timings have
Turkish
looked pretty
team.
nice, but I do agree with you.
French org. EMEA team.
Ooh, croissant.
BBL from this situation with that off online again and looking for Lovers Rock to be the conduit for some sort of success. Mini going the opposite way with a dimensional drift up to stairs now. Reveal is good, but no capitalization from it.
What a
This
flash.
defensive line of BBL rocked all the way back to Boathouse. Starso plucking out one with the very least of this Hunter's Fury. But it's absolute chaos, and Gentlemates don't have a leg to
What
stand
is
on.
happening?
They've
I'm
only
so
got an
lost.
Speedway from this position, and look for a rotation.
क्या करेगी भाई इस he still gets one. How?
Unfortunately, he will not be able to get
Is that
any more.
though?
And Starzo does
2v3 winnable है अभी भी. Never mind ये mid से off लगाया.
Well, so that spike
Wait,
now
Heretics
out of the reach of
मजबूत चल रही है क्या ये बात?
He only has 70
one
points of
win
health
अभी
to try
तक.
and work with.
क्या बात कर रही हो?
झुलेश चल रही है हेरेटिक्स भाई क्या बोल रहे
feel
हो?
like it's in the realms of
What the hell,
possibility
bro?
right now, and
I
again
thought they
BBL
couldn't.
finding success on this B defense,
उनका तो
getting
playing से
numbers
आएगा
over, being very responsive
तो
in
यामे
terms of
में
their
कौन
reactions.
चल रही
I
है?
think this is something I was speaking with Uli about in the build-up. that,
यामे में कौन
you know,
चल
this
रही
is
है?
a team which very often
Mid
likes to overcommit.
यामे
That was their game plan throughout all
KC
of
चल रही
kickoff,
है.
and then once
KC
teams
3-1
started to
चल
read it,
रही
they
है.
didn't find the same kind of value.
Liquid 3-1
But
चल
here,
रही है.
mates
और
are running into
Suicide
trouble.
Vitality 3-1 चल रही है और
And I don't. It's not the first time that some of these calls have looked a little off from Starso on this map. I think back to when he debuted on the role with Job Life. This was one of those maps where in the mid round things just don't look comfortable.
Yeah, and you can see that right now. It's the B site that is causing most of the issues. And right now, BBL know if an execute does come through, they're going to be able to defend that pretty handily. Rock defending mid.
27, 26, 25,
Utility
24,
information
23,
spot on from BB from
हाँ क्या बढ़ा
Gentleman's
रहा
right now.
गुर नहीं मैं करता.
And you can also see, just at least in this initial pressure from Gentlemates on their eco, what the protocols look like. That drop back from Creven and Rose on site to just enable those rotations to come in and hold stairs together. Prox revealed by the trap in middle, and Mini continuing to try and gap close here on A, but he's out on the win.
Economical round है.
Martin, no way to capitalize off that positioning.
Yeah, it's a little bit too cheeky. And well, Starzo noted as well by the operator. That's good damage. And at the same time, a little bit guerrilla warfare, but in the end, I think that this is pretty much done. It's just Martin left.
Buddha Vitality easily qualify करेगी. Oh.
30 seconds left.
Martin's gonna get at least the unhealthy
कुछ भी
player
मारते
in
हुए.
Lover's Rock.
अबे डिफेंस में निकाल रहे वो लोग.
That as BBL have consistently been pushing this composition on Ascent when the results maybe weren't initially going their way. I can only say that I'm impressed with the improvements that you're seeing here already on this one. As a lead of 3 rounds has now been established, and you can feel the game getting away from mates.
Yeah, and this is where we're looking at timeout territory for the coaching staff. Took them around 6 last time on Lotus 2 timeout. It's at least 7 on Ascent.
And it leads us quite nicely as we head into the first time out here from Gentlemates to talk a little bit more about one of the key differences with this BBL lineup. I mentioned it earlier in the day, Laroc, the star player of this team in the past, but his overall performance has taken a bit of a hit so far in this stage, and part of that is the role changes that he's had to face. The identity that has given BBL, though, a bit of a relief. You see here the stats on the deadlock, not as impressive as the Rays, of course, but still having a chance to play. And I think in some of these rounds, the mates are trying to brute force things. That's when the deadlock really generates more value.
But the thing that everybody forgets here is everybody in tier 1.
Bro, that was the show I used to watch and enjoy.
The Rays and this kind of second iteration of his lifeline on Agent. But we know him, me and you, for his breach, for his initiator, for his flexing.
Exactly. I mean, his utility was always pretty good. It was just complementary to his aim more than anything else. So actually the fact that you see him on this rock sort of makes sense in many ways, and you can see right now he's delivering for them.
Yeah, legacy is like for the audience, by the audience.
As it stands in the top 2 in Group Alpha, and a win today, as we said, would all but send them on their way to a guaranteed playoff place, which would be a huge turnaround from the start of the year in figuring out what's going to work best for them. Double-layered Sentinel utility is the call from the coaching staff here, heading out of the timeout, and it looks like Gentlemates are gearing up to go head first into it.
Well, I mean, you would think that, right, in the sense of B's not been working, so they're obviously going to be calling an A exec. And, I mean, that's probably the simplest coach call I've heard in my entire life. And it seems to be working. Lovers Rock so deep in mid.
Ooh, actually going to go for the ultimate here just to collect a little bit more concrete information. Spots 3 players in A main, and that's a heads up for those BBL players who are waiting to receive this push. I really want to see Mini use his fake out here somewhere just to test one of these channels, Khelraay, more than anything else. You've got a corridor packed with utility and one of the best tools to deal with it yet to be invested.
I would have loved for BBL just to bunker down on the site and invite Gentlemates in, but this wall identifies that, hey, the deadlock actually is here. We're even going to get a run it back, but the spacing's terrible. Martin cannot get through, and that's time wasted on the run it back.
It's a fantastic net from Larrock as well, and BBL have numbers over towards both sides of the map.
Frustrating one.
दूसरे को अटका रहे थे मतलब?
Too lost and time to go. This round could be lost. If he manages to connect, as the players flood into his position, there's time starting to tick away, and it should be easy enough to convert from this. Loiter just needs to deny this one, but gets caught. Cool under pressure of Gentlemates.
So getting through with 3 seconds to spare, the flood has been denied here, and Martin wants to instigate.
Yeah, flash, good flash, and even gets a kill for it. But Lovers shows up and gives a cheer. Gentlemates have completely missed the mark in post plan, and BBL find a 6th.
As solid as a razor chair. How did he win that? It's exactly what BBL were looking for, and I think this setup was really nice.
Bro, अगर 100 वाल्ट रहता ना,
didn't feel like
ये नहीं होता.
really did enough in the mid rounds.
Use नहीं होता, तो वो तो कब का जीत गए थे.
Pushed into the site. Some solid kills, good trades to bring it down to the 1 versus 1. They were in a great position to win that round, but BBL, even while trailing, have responded.
Tapla dada, tapla.
Back to the eco buy. I mean, this time Martin has a rifle in hand.
3 man on side.
We really need to see a better
eco round aa gaya hai mid ka. 7-2 incoming.
For him. It's easy as that, mate.
Yeah.
There's no response.
Martin shot that kha gaya.
Mates have really struggled to open up the round so far, and with this reveal pinging away consistently, Lovers Rock is feeling confident to take that next fight.
Martin को damage किससे पड़ा
Martin can deal most of this damage off and move towards another role.
उसको देखो भाई. He's just flexing on him, bro.
But still, Lovers Rock locked in with the lens, and Kreven is just supplementary.
Yeah, this is as simple as it can get. I mean, sure, Bippo has his rifle, but yeah, trade him down.
इसके बाद टट्टी वाली गेमिंग होगी क्या? होगी.
To sweat here.
Yeah, this is really concerning for Gentlemates. I think at the start of the half, it gets to a point where you're thinking, okay, BBL are just looking pretty good and sort of punishing mates for some of those mistakes, but it's not really seen much changed up by either side, and every round seems quite repetitive at this point. Mates have got to figure out what it is that can get them into these sites, because we've not even really seen a punch part here and there. It's just that utility swaying them away.
Oh, that's like love, bro.
Only to see how Gentlemates do respond to this one as we take a look into the comms.
Wait, smoking.
Pressure market now, guys.
याद रखो हर्ष भाई, आपका बच्चा बड़ा होकर स्ट्रीम देखेगा आपको.
देखने दो ना, गंदी गालियां तो नहीं सीखेगा.
Both cams see you. They have no inform mid anymore. I'm searching B. You're TP B, backside B, guys.
Okay. So go.
Oh, they know it's 3 RB.
Deadlock trips here, guys, yeah?
Bro, you have deadlock shots. Have wall.
You paranoia so far no?
Yeah, I have.
अबे क्या टाइमिंग पे वॉल दिया उसने?
Break on your left.
Ready?
Can break 11? Wait, break 11. Wait for my TP. Break Martin, shoot it, please. Okay. Go do it.
Go.
Heaven one. Sniper heaven, guys.
Wow, that was amazing.
Everyone freeze.
Go on.
Just freeze it, just freeze.
I will Omen ult, okay?
Yeah, Omen ult. Just fake it outside A.
Watch them run.
Guys, the garden will smoke drop.
Okay.
Next one in 12, guys.
I can cage it.
On 20 V walk. Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can cage it, Martin. You're 1 HP. Come side, I'm flashing. Come. 3, 2.
Heaven flat, care heaven sniper prox.
Oh, big kill.
Fight left.
Oh my god.
10 seconds left.
Nah.
Safe.
Bro, there was no need to jiggle that, right?
No time for him here. And
Cooler
so
भाई
BBL are going to be up to an 8.
वो जो उसने stairs sorry tree पे jiggle किया
that gun from his hands, but it's not going to happen. And Cairo, let's talk about the
there was
comms a
no
little
point
bit.
about it.
Some nice plan creation mid-round from Martin and Mini, but otherwise it did feel a bit static at times.
Yeah,
it felt flat, and I think that's the big point here is that when James
अरे लारिया भाई ने वो क्यों निकाला हाथ में?
I've seen people go quiet, and that's not what you want. You want people to be showing up.
अबे लरॉक हाथ में यूटिल लेके मरा है.
Frustration from Rose. I don't know if he's shouting across. Oh, he's shouting across the stage.
Yeah.
I thought for a minute he was shouting
at the monitor, and then he lifts his head up a little bit, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
कसम भाई राम कपूर भाई तो भर दिए.
I'm just thinking about
राम कपूर भाई कौन है?
This is called the anti-mid pop.
रोसे भाई.
What do you do? B-pop. It's been a few rounds like that though, honestly. I do agree. Gentlemen, I mean, you heard the call from Starso.
Will money buy all happiness? No, bro. Happiness is a decision you make. It's a happiness is a mood. Happiness is a mood, but enjoying things is in your hand. समझ रहे हो? Mood कभी भी आता जाता है, but enjoying the moment is completely in your hand. So if you're sad but not enjoying, you won't enjoy it. But if you're sad but still you're trying to enjoy it, you'll enjoy it and you'll feel happy.
Big bro.
From this
It's round
position,
difference.
BBL all but home and dry, at least in terms of the first half performance. Looking back at Lotus, we know that.
And money can buy things that can give you happiness.
मुझे देश की सेवा करने जाना पड़ेगा हर्ष भाई.
We've seen Gentleman's fight back time and time again. Lovers Rock, I mean, gets a shot away, but was almost walking into dangerous territory. This last time out, will we find value for Gentleman's? They need at least one round, and I think that would be their saving grace.
Martin looking to inspire something as he's been the catalyst for this mate's side so many times. Spots Lovers Rock but no kill. Prox does pick up on Larrock, so at the very least the first set of that Sentinel util gone. The mate's wanting to thread the needle right through the heart of this It's Loiter in the middle of it and he can't meet his maker. It's Prox instead that gets that one. Focus onto Lovers Rock. It's Starso baiting in the rest of his team to try and set them up with the mask on his face. He gets out of dodge.
Yeah, but look at the retake. They're ready to flip back in BBL.
And they're looking at Lovers Rock as being this player in main to really work off on. Rose gets so far
are you serious?
Are you serious? In his wake and with Lovers Rock now
Bro, actually, they don't deserve to win this.
But die. BBL all over mates like a rash and responding with a 9th.
Gentlemates, I don't know how it's gone so wrong. The ascent that we saw the first time round against Pacific is starting to look weaker and weaker. Vitality showed its weakness, and now BBL are doing it as well. This maybe map pool isn't looking as concrete, and playing starting to call Gentlemate's name. Bearing in mind, should BBL win this map, that is what
big kills.
Oh,
choka, what could
be play-ins.
Sorry, not to laugh in the face of adversity, but Kundi throwing the pen across the room quickly to realize he actually needs that to take
1 second pause कर रहा हूँ तुम्हारे लिए.
There's only one half.
टाइमिंग बताऊंगा ठीक है.
One round left of the
39,
half here,
38,
sorry, so
37, 36.
तुम आगे हो.
it's now out of the window. It's got to
तुम
be
आगे क्यों चले गए?
They need to give themselves something to work from here. Mini's cleared half of the map, but still
27,
they're at
26.
stage 1. Just that early bit of contested ground.
अच्छा नहीं बराबर.
Thing it all of Larrock's util to get past in a short.
Yeah, that is true. I was
going 10-2 half, 9-3, 10-2.
I see at least this time round we're seeing Gentlemates play with the condition that they'll smash them against the wall.
That's a beautiful eye.
It's a lovely set piece, and Martin has been costed. Larrock though plays in front, and with such low HP still gets the value.
भाई जब तक लवर्स आ गए तब तक गेम खत्म है. Never mind, पहले ही खत्म हो गया.
Opportunity in the round. Final players identified now. Lovers Rock's already taken one of them. This is it, Cairo. It's over.
It seems to be 10 for BBL.
एक हवा
दिख गया ये भी.
Possible to come back from.
अरे क्लच भाई डिफेंसिव मैप है, अगर आपको नहीं पता तो अब देखो कमबैक। अरे भाई जी डिफेंसिव मैप है, देखिए देखिए अभी
पता है तुमको 90% टाइम अटैक जीतती है टीम।
तो 10% टाइम हारती भी तो है। Glass is half empty. No, it's full.
And Hunter's Fury combination here between Larrock and Rose. From
Glass is half empty. No, it's full.
They've got this one cover to cover. We're going to hear in the halftime though from Rose.
Bro, it is full because I always drink half glass. Yep.
It's very hot out. Why is that?
Because of the totem. Like when I'm just winning that, we were always winning. That's why I'm gonna just keep it, you know, keep the like totem, my totem. I mean,
Keep it working. Keep what works working. This matchup.
Yeah.
Last time you guys met was
is half
fireworks.
empty. No,
Really
it's full.
exciting. Are we gonna get that again today?
Bro, that's why you dropping
I mean, we're gonna
quotes
see.
day
We
by
just
day,
worked
bro.
so hard, like for the
Yep.
past 4 days. Like in 2 days, I mean for like last 4 days.
You're like a hard
And now,
person, bro, like
I
hard.
think the match is not gonna be like the same like for the last match. I mean, like I don't want to talk big, but I think today we're gonna win. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm just believing and trusting ourselves. Like I'm just trusting my team. That's why.
And it's a lot on the line, right? If you win here, you control your chance to
Love
make
you,
it into playoffs.
Subash.
So that's a big emphasis for you guys.
Yeah, of course.
And how do you do it? Anything crazy you're breaking out today against Gentlemates?
No, I mean like we just need to be like ourselves when we're playing. That's it. We don't need to do
That's why
anything
when you
extra,
play,
like,
do
in
you
the game.
be yourself?
We just need to be like we just need to play like ourselves. That's it.
Play like yourself, and that's going to be good enough, right?
Yeah, of course.
I never
right.
play
See
like
you.
myself.
Good luck, man.
Thank you so much.
Why you always play like no, you play like yourself, bro.
And it
I play like
certainly
someone else.
feels like an
Always.
up-heiser.
I'm possessed,
Finding
bro.
a 10-2
Possessed.
half on Ascent. Your opponent's...
And that's why I'm always
It
dispossessed.
seemed like the odds were stacking up against you.
Yeah, we've seen BBL in this position before though, funnily enough, as much as we speak about double Sentinel having strength in post-plant. And,
You get my
of
point.
course, strength of schedule, looking to the future. The Stage 2
Mate.
finals in Barcelona. Still with tickets available, so they've opened up a couple more categories
Banger
there.
of a
if you
game,
wanna
bro.
That's right,
get yourself
Barcelona
up in
ले
the
चलो यार
odds,
मुझे
the
किसी
view is
दिन.
just as good.
Camp
see.
नू जाना है तुमको?
Yeah.
What did they say?
I was going to say Heat rises.
It does.
So if you want to...
Buy your
अगर
tickets
तुम
now,
भी एक
because it's going to
French
get
streamer
hotter
होते
the
तो
longer you
पक्का
wait.
जगह होते.
मैं उसके लिए ना
But coming back
Spanish
to
भी
what I
सीख
was
लियो.
saying, yeah, BBL have
बोलो,
actually
बोलो.
struggled on their
Sí.
attack side on this map historically. So I
¿Cómo
think if
estás?
Gentlemates can find the pistol,
¿Cómo estás,
I don't want to
मतलब?
write this one off just
Hello?
yet. Call me heretical
Huh?
if you like.
Hello.
It was actually the Heretics game, I remember, specifically
No
at the
hables
end of
English.
the previous stage when they were eliminated. This
Sí.
was pretty much how it happened. So
English ना हो जो.
let's see if they can get the monkey off their back here.
अरे bro, Spanish to Gujarati translation. Holy shit.
वास्ते का चाचा.
Collection outside
ये
of
कौन सा बोल
A
रहे?
for BBL. With the spike on Rose's
तुम तक
back.
लटीना निकले वे?
Gentlemates a little bit restless.
Latina क्या होता
They
है?
want information. And that information is a red herring.
They're actually gonna
Spanish
send
ladies लोग को
Mini
Latina
up
बोलते हैं.
catwalk here, so he's catching the perfect timing onto the back line. No traps available for BBL, so no way to be alerted to this.
Latin
As long as
का-
Fox
Latin
can stall
कौन होते
things
हैं?
out for
Latin?
a moment longer. Oh, they could be in a
Latin America
huge
के Latin
position,
होते
old
हैं.
Mini.
Oh, the PO gets the first
Holy
and the
shit,
second.
Anil. देख रहे हो? देख रहे हो?
A pistol round is all Gentlemates may need to get
देख
things
रहे हो?
started. And many might have delivered it. Lovers Rock on the other side.
ओए लैटिन अमेरिका कौन है भाई?
Has got one of his own, but
South America,
time
Latin America.
against him. And he
अच्छा.
needs to die in this pistol round to start that loss bonus.
Yeah, they're running away.
Yeah, they don't want anything to do with this. Well played, Gentlemates. That's exactly what they needed to do. And it will be 3 now after the turn of the half.
Yeah, so in case you're not clued in and you didn't understand why they didn't want that kill, you're gonna see in just a moment that
¿Cómo estás? मतलब how are you?
shouldn't have too much money. Actually, doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
To be honest, looking here,
मियाँ
It's,
को कामा.
you can see
Aryan.
Mini has over-delivered from this position, but I like that there was some risk taken, something about Gentlemates in that round rather than sitting idle.
Yeah, and they needed to. And that proactivity is what's going to pay off. I mean, big compliments to Navi's defense, right? That was something we always complimented of them. It's this anti-equal in the first half that really costed the French organisation.
Yeah, just want to see how Gentlemates are going to react to what BBL throw at them, because we know this to be an incredibly direct attack side. And with the Yoru in play from Mini, of course, you can already see he has a TP lined up to take himself towards A, and he does. Spike the first to arrive. And this all dealt with pretty handily so far, Cairo, but as I say, we want to track this and see what kind of an offering mates will be giving.
Yeah, we definitely need to keep our eye on it, especially when you see levels drop, find a gap to work with, but it does end up being an in-zone flawless in that bonus round. And now has a little bit of backing, Gentlemates with a little bit of swagger, and perhaps them back into this map. And at what point are you going to consider BBL letting this one slip?
If they lose bonus, and if mates can win at least one gun round. At that point, then I'm already ramping up my concerns for them, because again, I'm still not sold on their attack side on this map. Feel like we've not really seen enough of it. So let's head in to the attack side of comms and see what BBL is saying.
Bonus जीतना main है बे.
Sen neyim şu an?
Bu Sayken'e cıgılatsana bir jump shoulder. Drone açtım.
Adam B drone kıracağım.
Short outlaw.
Oman TP attı.
Short outlaw bir.
Vuramadım Kemi. Oman Vine'a TP atmış olabilir ya da short'a giderken TP attı. İki ihtimal var.
Ben görmedim B'de. Kanka gelsenize.
Tamam geliyorum.
Direkt 5 ama bir tekemiş cage'ini aç et. A'meni yürüyelim gelin.
Beklesene ben de döneyim. Koşamıyorum şu an. Eren A'dan A'menden girip
o katarsa açacağım. O katarsa bomba tipini arkasına bırak Eren bombaya ala git dedim yapsana acil beyler. Gel benimle Umut. B'ye gel. B'ye drone açacağım. A'ya kontak gitsene. Evet.
Tamam. Ben önceden bir bakıyorum.
Sen TP atarsın ben de öyle kaldırırım. Gel.
Bakıyor smoke yaptı.
Bakte smoke ver 3-2.
Veriyorum.
At 1. Drone açtım.
Verdim.
B'deki ütülü alalım. Bu ara yürümeniz lazım A'ya. Çok tat attı. Tekli adam.
Gel.
Kanka B'deki beni alamadım.
2 buraya gel. 2 buraya gel.
3. Oynamanız lazım. 2 var. 2 abi oynayın patlayın birlikte. 2 bak 4 oynayın buraya.
Cende adam cende. Biri short değil.
Hemen bitti.
Andrev'in öldü. Hemen.
Körüm.
Vay मुझे टेंशन हो रहा है.
Basın voltayın. Dedim yap.
Bol verdim.
Canım var. Yardım bir. Kırıyorum Andra.
Date oyna oğlum. Date oyna.
Canım bir benim.
Date oyna.
Kanka short'ta kaldım ben kan. Ha.
3v3. A shot fight is big. Nice.
Yeah. Wait for
Yorutan HP, okay?
Come to us, Dark Soul. Don't break the door. Don't break the door.
Yes, I'm coming. I will jump, guys, okay? When you get close.
Yeah.
Full salmine, okay, guys?
Yeah, come. I'm ready. 3, 2.
Jump.
It's minus 100.
Chapa.
Nice! Let's go!
Bro, bonus निकाल दिए. Bro, what is BBL on to clutch fight? What the frick is happening?
Start to get scary.
Holy shit in my pants! They're actually shitting their pants.
Cairo, the way they came back into that retake, it didn't feel like there was strength in post plant here.
No, it did not, and especially with that double sentinel.
भाई साहब, जो कॉल दे रहे वो लोग.
No. Nothing actionable right now.
जब कॉलिंग दिखाई है अपन को जानबूझ के ऐसे करते हैं क्या?
Yo, मुंबई सर्वर गया. Let's go watching आएगी.
मुंबई सर्वर गया मतलब ये हो गया.
मुंबई सर्वर डाउन है.
Of the coaches, and that's why they've pressed the timeout button.
मुंबई सर्वर डाउन हो गया.
Been listening into the comms a little bit there and reading the faces of the
मेरा मैच बीच में डाउन हो गया. हाँ क्या?
There's a real difference right now in terms of culture, I think.
Yeah.
Match बीच में चले गया लोगों का.
And to pick up on something that the coaches on the BBL side
Imagine
are talking about.
Yoru clone can just stay still. You put it in corners and play crossfire. Crazy हो जाएगा.
And while playing between stages,
yeah,
I
it
think
can stay still if you keep it in a corner.
Rosters like a break. Does also feel like they've not
10-2
really
हो रहा था और सर्वर उठ गया. अरे बेचारा.
Clutch
भाई imagine तुम्हारा rank up है to a rank जिसके लिए तुम महीनों से grind कर रहे हो. And you are literally 10-2 up and मुंबई सर्वर के चले गया.
Bro, ये सब मैं नहीं सोच सकता. तुम कर सकते हो. तुम करके देखो एक बारी.
And creating an outfit
Holy shit,
that
bro.
represents that ambition, and in BBL who feel that they are.
नहीं भाई ऐसा सब जब होता है ना मेरे साथ, I just say to myself, there's better return for me.
Performing to that standard.
Yeah, I mean,
Holy
BBL.
No, I believe in that, like strongly, bro.
This is supposed to be an upgrade on the
too
previous
much.
year, and while they may have attended
Holy
more internationals already, champions is the ultimate goal.
पीछे.
And this their best opportunity at it yet, you would feel.
और मार्टिन तो भाई फ्रॉग माफिक चलता है.
And this is what Gentlemates have struggled to control. Oh, the anxiety building.
So quick to this.
And Lovers Rock even finds
ये
himself
कैसे
deep
आ
into
गया
the
इधर
space. I
इतना
don't think
fast?
many's seen that. And now Lovers Rock has a massive runway to work with. And BBL, just hold on for a second. Many now knows. And Lovers Rock has
shit, he still
full
got
shield.
one.
A shot not even connected. Now everybody coming into
Oh,
Self
nah,
Rush.
that's the biggest fumble
BBL
ever, bro.
Now in pause. Yeah, not only that, it's a 5 versus 2. Mates may have squandered their best opportunity to get back into this game when it felt like after winning the bonus, the ball
Bro,
was in
Chomback
their
आने वाला था,
throat.
but अब नहीं आएगा.
No Chomback,
and
baby.
a couple of shocks or a round loss.
You mess up
There's
with
no
Eco,
Martin
Eco
to
mess
save
up with you.
from this 2 versus 5. It's Beppo and Starzo, the villain, and his teammate.
Imagine किसी का मैच अच्छा नहीं चल रहा तो वो लोग उसने ना मुंबई सर्वर के जगह पे गया और उसने पानी डाल दिया उधर.
Collapse upon it, and a more thrifty after those consecutive rounds.
मुंबई सर्वर
I can't help but feel that's once again
भाई है पता नहीं
slipping
तुमको.
and falling on their face.
Yeah, and I mean it's just
Router लगे होते बहुत सारे.
It all starts with Lovers Rock opening things up here in heaven. But from that position, the rest of BBL come flooding out. And from the positions that mates were taking on site, absolutely no safety.
मैच के बीच में गया. यप, तुम्हारे ओपोनेंट्स ही थे वो लोग. तुम्हारे ओपोनेंट्स थे, सब लोग गए वहां पे पानी फेंक दिया.
This one isn't over just yet. We head into the gun round, although the ramifications are a whole lot different than they would have been if mates had got through the previous unscathed.
Operator out
Routing कैसे सही होगी?
Awaiting a
CS में होता था ना, चेन्नई सर्वर को
needs to be careful. Should give this away. Procs now under pressure, and Lovers Rock, the one who's won out.
Exit like Messi होता है, right?
Mini placing both TPs, but even getting on the angle, finding nothing. And this is where mates have liked to reinvestigate middle. Gonna head right back into Lovers Rock again.
Not missed anything.
What the
He apparently has. Procs wins that. But look at this. Look at the response. BBL rotate towards A and leave just Beppo to hold things down.
अरे यार ये बीपो भाई थोड़े डे जा रहे हैं आज.
To the B site.
Starso, there's a gap in this smoke, so he's not going to get across without being noted. And he's been tagged here as well.
Oh, and BBL, I'm not going to allow him to survive Procs. Although, I can't quite connect to Rock.
भाई मुझे नहीं देखना इनको यार.
Once again,
What the frick are they playing?
Showed us the goods last time, and now knows where the deadlock is.
Yeah, but stopped at the gates with this ult. That was the realistic way back into the 3v1.
Yeah, but Martin prefers the odds high.
क्या हो गया यार मुंबई सर्वर को आप लोगों के दोस्तों?
Give us a shot.
ऐसे कैसे डाउन हो गया यार?
Diligently clears every corner.
It's main he's got to be worried
ऐसे
about.
कैसे डाउन हो गया तुम्हारा मुंबई सर्वर?
Unfortunately, he has missed the mark entirely.
एस करने वाला था मैं. तभी मुंबई सर्वर गया. What the भाई 210 का मैच चल रहा था. अच्छा हुआ सर्वर उड़ गया. कोई तो एक आया था तेरा ओपोनेंट ही. बोला था भाई 10-2 चल रहा था उड़ गया. देख रहे हो दोस्तों? Every coin has two sides. क्लच भाई एक बंदा चैट में आया बोला भाई 10-2 अप था यार और सर्वर उड़ गया. दूसरा बंदा आया भाई 210 डाउन था अच्छा हुआ चल गया.
Changes in an instant, and you can see it reflected on the faces. Frustration on the mate side of the server, as this one will most likely go down as a missed opportunity.
Yeah, and I think it's not necessarily BBL winning this map for me. It's Gentleman's not taking a chance.
rank up था कोई बात नहीं अगला होगा.
And now looking back at it, 16th round. That's what's going to haunt these players when they go to bed at night.
We'll see how the day ends. Still Valorant left to be played, and of course, if you're thinking about Sunset already, that result that BBL picked up against Navi 13-3 the other day, still lingering in the mind of course.
मेरे टीम में स्मर्फ था यार, but मुंबई सर्वर क्या यार हट
placed.
तेरी टीम में स्मर्फ था इसलिए तो खुशी मना रहा है ना. मिन्नी छोड़ो बीपो भी झूल रहा है.
Creating a question mark that BBL have to respond to by clearing.
And immediately, it's a very different look from this attack side. Slow, methodical, but again, playing through Lovers Rock in this op. I should say, it's a different look from mates, because they're not giving away anything here early.
Yeah, given nothing apart from a Hunter's Fury, it seems, and there's no tags so far.
And Loiter actually just uses the ult there to bring Starso out of his own, so he's forced to cancel.
अच्छा ठीक ठीक कभी करने वाला है
Team dragged away to check spawn, and in the meantime, market space taken.
कितने बजे करना है कितने बजे करना
real estate, which Mini is
आज
now
करना
starting to uncover.
bet bet bet bet bet bet
Ultimates being
एल्बम कब आ रहा है भाई
invested,
एल्बम
Many, the most important of them all, because
let's
he's
go
told
bro
that
let's
he-
go
BC is
bro
under
let's
threat.
go
And that's
music
just
video
something that the mates really struggle to defend
let's
against
go
Vitality.
bro let's
And those
go
bodies here.
alright bro all the
for
best
defense,
let's go भाई
But with time to play with, it's a quick pivot.
Yeah, they're going
it's
back
on
to
City
it.
side.
कौन से गाने का वही गाने का दूसरे वाले
Craven's just opened things back up onto towards
Yo,
B. And
let's
players
go,
ready
bro.
to try and flood in. Time low, and they need to make this stick. Good paranoia, and still Gentlemates managed to fix the issues of Vitality. Starzo denying BBL the chance. Spike recollected, but Martin is here.
No time.
Oh, but he's given the fight. Seconds left.
GG.
Went out.
Holy shit, I missed the round.
And
अरे माँ ये क्या shit talk करता है बे?
No second clutch
And
stop.
with that, BBL heading into this
What the fuck
final
I missed it
the sense of confidence about themselves as well. Real frustration
से उठा
for
भाई और
mates more than
0.1
anything
second में
else.
उसने
Thrifty
मारा है.
after thrifty. Opportunities which they ultimately tossed away and will be forced into that play-in stage, of course, now with a map loss as a...
एमिट का ये हो गया भाई एमिट का प्लेन्स कंफर्म
अदीना लिंक नहीं चल रहा है what the hell
Will be going to
चल रहा था
play-ins.
Yeah, and with that, BBL heading in.
Iron flood in. Time low, and they need to make this stick. Good paranoia, and still Gentlemates managed to fix the issues of Vitality. Starzo denying BBL their chance. Spike recollected, but Martin is here.
No time.
Oh, but he's given the fight. Seconds left.
Bro, why would Martin pick that?
A 13-5.
अरे उसको लगा कि वो स्टिक कर रहा है
किन्नल तो क्लच भाई आपको कैसा लग रहा है मुंबई सर्वर अभी उड़ चुका है एंड मुझे अभी अभी खबर आई है भाई मुझे अभी अभी खबर आई है कि मुंबई सर्वर अभी लौट के नहीं आएगा
बात कर ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता
मुंबई सर्वर विल रिटर्न इन एवेंजर्स रूम से
18 तारीख को
वही क्लच भाई 12 बजे एल्बम ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं ये लोग और भाई जो मैं गाना बोला था ना WW गाना उसका ही म्यूजिक वीडियो ड्रॉप कर रहे हैं भाई bro you need to hear that bro holy shit in my pants bro Ibrahim Mazin yep
The expressway, fast, stable, competitive. Outplay the world. It's time
wait
to
Delhi server Delhi server Delhi वालों को मुंबई सर्वर पे कितने पिंग आते चैट मुंबई सर्वर कौन अरे रे रे बेचारों आ जाओ अपन सर्वर देखते हैं मुंबई सर्वर वालों को यो chat up 21 25 30 35 24 40 26 के बीच में ओ 22 Amazon LAN अबे तो ठीक ही है यार मुंबई में 2-3 आता है बस 4 आता है कभी सुसु करके आ रहा हूँ एक सेकंड सुसु करके आ रहा हूँ Is anyone's game still on? नहीं, I don't think so. किसी का चालू है.
तुमको समझा अभी मुंबई सर्वर क्यों उड़ा?
क्यों भाई?
क्योंकि आज मैं और हाइड्रा भाई खेले ना ब्रो. वो लोग हम लोग को मना कर दिए शायद खेलने से, क्योंकि हम लोग बहुत इंसेन खेले ना.
मुंबई खेल रहे थे तुम लोग?
2 गेम खेले भाई, तुम्हारे भाई ने मारे हैं टोटल मिला के 50 2 गेम में।
Holy shit in my pants.
Yeah, bro, I'm constantly dropping like 40s every game.
कर दो एक मैराथन।
मैराथन की क्या जरूरत है, 50 ही बचे हैं मेरे पास, किसकी मैराथन भाई।
यो लूसीफर, ओए सुपर टाइल्स लगाया इसने।
मुझे मॉडल पहुंचने के लिए मैराथन की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, यू नो।
टारगेट कर रहे हो आप मोटाडो भाई को ऐसे? Oh my, what in the world is this router chat? ये मुंबई सर्वर ऐसा है, मुंबई सर्वर ऐसा है। What the frick no? This is मुंबई सर्वर। मुंबई सर्वर क्या दोस्तों, सुनो मेरी बात, ये ऑफिशियल न्यूज़ है। मुंबई सर्वर आज कुछ 4 दिन तक बंद होने वाला है, क्योंकि बारिश बहुत हैवी आ रही है यहाँ पे मुंबई में, एंड उसके वजह से पानी भर चुका है सर्वर रूम्स में। एंड सूत्रों के हिसाब से मुंबई सर्वर अभी वापस नहीं आएगा 4 दिन तक, तो आप लोगों को हांगकांग सर्वर खेलना पड़ेगा 90-100 पिंग तक। दैट इज द रिसेंट न्यूज़। आई एम सॉरी। यो एक बार देख ही लेते यार गेम। फेक न्यूज़ नहीं यार, रियल है भाई, रियल है। तुम लोग मेरे को नहीं ट्रस्ट करोगे, रियल है भाई 100%। ये देखो, देख रहे हो? They are not even talking about it. They are not even acknowledging about Mumbai server. Nah, dude. गेम चालू होगा। अगर मेरा चल गया तो मजा ही आ जाएगा। लस्सी लस्सी लस्सी। I'm just messaging Riot official दोस्तों, उनको बोल देता हूँ मैं कि अच्छा हुआ आपने ये किया। नहीं एक्चुअली अभी जेन्युइनली एक मैसेज कर लेते, चलो राइट ऑफिशियल को। चलो टेक्स्ट किया, लेट्स सी। लेकिन शिंगनापुर तो खेल सकते हैं ना अपन। मैं बस हर्ष के कोड से वीपी लेके पेमेंट करने ही वाला था कि लग गए, अब क्या करूं। अच्छा कपिल भाई रुको, अभी फिक्स करते हैं मुंबई सर्वर, अभी चालू कर रहा हूं, अभी चेक कर रहे हैं।
सीएसके कंफर्म।
ओए उसने स्टोरी डाली थी ना येलो इसमें,
वो बहुत डाल रहा है भाई आज के
मैच फाउंड।
होली शिट इन माय पैंट्स।
यो हार्दिक पांड्या सीएसके बैंगर।
Yeah, take him, bro.
Take him?
Yeah. Keep it.
Bro is like
death match.
ये तो चल रहा है भाई जी।
Who will you be buying, bro?
भाई जी ये चल रहा है, शिंगनापुर तो चल रहा है भाई जी। मुंबई है ना, इसमें ही नहीं दिख रहा डायरेक्ट। उसमें क्या उसे कहते हैं, उसमें ही नहीं दिख रहा।
अच्छा है ब्रो। वाओ कितना प्यारा दिख रहा है हर्ष भाई, छोटा सा दिख रहा है ये तो तुम्हारे ऐसे। मनीला भी है, मुंबई गायब कर दिस बे।
ओए और सिंगापुर में पॉकेट लॉस आ रहा है शायद।
नहीं आ रहा पॉकेट लॉस।
Speak up and ask questions.
मुंबई बनाए इसलिए कि लोग सिंगापुर को खराब ना करे। क्या कुछ भी बोलता है।
जी you playing?
After losing ascent, Amit
game
will
बंद कर दिए कि
have
चालू है?
to go through planes. क्या भाई जी? नहीं, मैंने क्या सोचा है कि ये वाला मैच देखने के बाद I will go and take a round. I'll complete some steps. I'll eat food and then I'll come back and game a bit.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Because you know what? I gotta do the steps, no?
My steps already complete, no.
How much?
10,000.
Wow.
But बराबर तो है, no packet loss. ओए
अभी एमिट यार उधर जाएगी, मतलब प्लेन्स जाएगी। काम 25 है इनका।
काम 25 तो EMEA में अच्छा है। EMEA अच्छा है। हर्ष भाई मैं बता रहा हूँ क्यों हटाया
बताओ।
अभी हम सिंगापुर खेल रहे थे ना, मैं बोल रहा था ना बहुत दिन से कि बहुत लेटेंसी लग रहा है सिंगापुर में। मतलब ऐसा लग रहा था कि मैं 100 पिंग में खेल रहा हूँ 60 में खेलते हुए।
ओके
तो शायद उसको चेंज कर रहे होंगे, कुछ उस पर दिक्कत होगी।
कैन बी
रिफ्रेशिंग कर रहे होंगे उसमें। मैं भी यार तो भारी हो गई इससे।
Nah, Mix is not coming. Okay. I can tell you something. First of all, they need to win. And the second most important thing, they're not the gentlemen.
लिस्टिंग पार्टी करना देखते हैं।
Not even if they're not qualified.
नहीं, मैं तो एनए पे खेल रहा था भाई पहले।
I really like it because they're not going to be playing the back.
300 पिंग।
into these two duels where Larok and Larok
फिर उसके बाद में अकाउंट लिया जिसपे 120 पिंग था। तभी 3-4 हजार के अकाउंट्स भी करे थे मालूम।
भाई तुम प्रमोट कर रहे हो ये सब। राइट देख लो राइट क्लिप इट।
नहीं तो मैंने अबे तब भी थोड़ी ना पैसे थे मेरे पास। अगरे
दूसरा अकाउंट लिया था तुमने बोला।
अरे तो ग्राइंड करके वो ड्रॉप में ब्रो, ड्रॉप में ट्विच ड्रॉप में।
अच्छा ट्विच ड्रॉप में।
भाई क्या दिन थे वो भाई। मैं इतना सेलिब्रेट किया था ना, मुझे याद है क्लर्च भाई कि मुझे एक वैलोरेंट मिला है ट्विच ड्रॉप में। मैंने लिटरली सेलिब्रेट किया। मेरे लिए ना इतना ये था ना, वो हैप्पी मोमेंट था ना वो।
हाँ यार। वैलो क्विटिंग इंडिया आफ्टर वॉचिंग हर्ष भाई गेम।
Mates can no longer make top 2 in their group, but there is still a lot on the line for them. The championship points, first of all, massively valuable, but they also carry the hopes of a foot lock-in, and they carry the championship points hopes of GX.
Twitch drop क्या होता है? Valorant जब सबसे पहले आया था ना, तो वो सिर्फ लोगों को Twitch drop थ्रू मिलता था। मतलब जैसे अभी तुम किक पे देख रहे हो रेगुलरली, तो तुम लोगों को कैसे किक पॉइंट्स दे दिए थे किक ने रैंडमली, वैसे ही वहां पे देखते थे तो वो लोग गेम दे रहे थे रैंडमली। तो कभी 2 दिन कंटिन्यू देखना पड़ रहा था वीपीएन लगा के, 3 दिन देखना पड़ रहा था कंटिन्यू 24 आवर पीसी चालू रख देते थे। फिर तुम्हें एक अकाउंट मिलता था। बहुत टफ था भाई, बहुत टफ था।
Yeah, I think they can make themselves a force to be reckoned with heading into play-ins. There's some dangerous teams down there, right? Especially with the fact that you've got Enterprise, who everyone, for the most part, is going to be fearful of facing off against, and you want to have a little bit of prep time and be the top of this group and have time to prep for your next game, and that's what you win if you are towards the top of your group.
Prox's former team,
yes,
as well. I think something to be talking about a lot with mates.
What did you say?
This roster was built from tier 2 talent from the ground up when it made its debut, when it was retooled after the initial French 5 were the first ascended team.
Long time since
then. A long time since then indeed, and BBL Pacific doing the same themselves now, looking to get back on top of this region once again. Mates starting out on the attack for now though, and already poking and prodding middle a little bit. Starso still has the spike. So you're just
America's watch party नहीं कर रहे.
what he wants to do here. And yeah, grouping up with the rest of the team. Threat of a split, but BBL are going to re-clear this.
That they are. And that question
चार
mark
जन mid push कर रहे BBL के.
decisions so much easier.
Spike is going towards B.
To market just as that spike goes down. The decision making perfect. I think the only problem I have is Beppo is right now all in an island towards A.
Yeah, I mean they're going to stop the spike at the gates. Because
They're
they're a little
gambling.
late
Yo.
on the A progression here. And well, with BBL not having received any pressure there, at least initially, they hadn't rotated. Now they
को
have
heavy B
fully,
मिल
and
गया
it is a
easily.
free B
काटा है
site, so
BBL का.
the spike does get in before the
ये
players
तो
are there.
बात
to
बात पे ये लोग
retake.
steps
There is a
complete करने
retake
निकल
now,
जाते
and
हैं.
that's going to be big information. It's just being used, but the fight forward is good for Gentlemates.
Yeah, it's exactly what they needed. Getting out into CT nice and early. Now BBL on the back foot, but coming into this retake, you can see
Shot यार
the
मिनी.
solo market
Oh, flawlessly निकाल दिया almost.
Holy shit! अभी वो लोग ये खेल रहे ना बे. नहीं actually, they still this win still matters, bro.
As Gentlemates
Yo,
find
for
that
what?
first round.
Point is the point.
Foot fans rooting for Gentlemates is
मतलब
confirmed
अबे
by
अगर
the desk.
तुमको पता है अगर तुम नीचे प्लेस हुए ना एकदम बॉटम
As a win for Foot.
तो तुम चैलेंजर्स के साथ खेलोगे. अगर 3-4 रहोगे ना तो तुमको एक बाय मिल जाएगा.
And for the most part, Gentlemates have had no problems
Yeah.
with
That's
winning
you.
प्लेन से प्लेऑफ
the
जाना
rounds
भी
on
इजी
their
रहेगा
attack.
फिर. तो 3-4
And
फिनिश
just
करने को
to sort
देखेंगे.
of, it's the next round.
Yeah, could come back
Got
to
you.
what you actually. You know what? Do I even want to build up some kind of narrative point here? BBL have got classics, man. I don't know. Let's see where BBL are, where mates are off to first.
I think they're going to take this a lot slower. There's no chance they make the same mistakes.
Yeah, you'd hope so. But to kind of flesh it out a little bit, yeah, maybe play-ins is better for some of these teams, especially with the role swaps on mates. You can see still some things which they need to
Said we are aware of the undergoing
Tom was
issue that
talking
Mumbai
about it
server
on
is not
socials, but
available
yeah,
right now for
missing out
everyone
on
to
top
play.
two
We are
isn't the
looking
be-all
into
and end-all
it
for any
deep
of
downing.
these
Sorry
teams.
for
Now,
your
back to the
inconvenience.
round, Lovers Rock is in attack spawn here.
Yeah.
Not sure what he can do with it.
The thing is, though, is Gentlemates are in attack spawn near enough. Top mid and get the stairs.
अरे माँ कसम BBL
It's
क्या?
pretty simple in the end. So
What the
Gentlemates
hell?
will have the post plan. And an anti-equal win.
अश भाई अभी स्पाइडरमैन देखी भाई एक नंबर घटिया बोरिंग है एक नंबर.
And Martin's going to get that orb, so he's one away.
Yeah, he will be. They're going to send him all the way to main. Well, he has the spike too. So he is going to get his ult, in fact, here. That's unless, I don't know, Rose, do you want to just walk out and kill Martin?
Please unsubscribe me, bro.
Skips over to Pillar? No, does get the plant. This is going to be a pretty healthy bonus, provided there are no
New
more
update में
shenanigans.
region heavy shield आ रही है 1450 में. What the hell?
Yeah, that's lovely kills from Mini. And lovely anti-eco. So Gentlemates fine too.
I'm so glad that
अच्छा
that
अच्छा
one has
नहीं
gone
नहीं उल्टा बोला उसने उल्टा बोला उसने बोला घंटा बोरिंग है एक नंबर है पिक्चर ऐसा बोला
keep themselves in that top two conversation in the previous map. And that's what we're looking at here. Maybe with a little of that pressure off, the calling from Starso is going to look more comfortable on Sunset. When you look at the statistics for them here, I mean, 2 wins, 1 loss against Foot. It's not the worst record overall. And in actual fact, we will get an opportunity here to listen in with Gentlemates on this round and see what exactly it is they're cooking up.
काट देना चाहिए हाँ बहुत लंबी है.
नियॉन की वॉल
हाँ देखो ना कहाँ से कहाँ तक
कम टाइम तक रहती है भाई.
Yeah, fake B. 20 foot day. Some pig mid. I need someone to hold my body, okay, after. Yeah.
Run, you just want to price it?
Yeah.
There is no trip.
I have a market. Bro, can be, man.
Let's do it. I'm ulting.
Go, go.
Coming to you.
Okay, we come in, man.
Yeah.
Market, you're rotating.
Top mid, Martin, pick.
Cross it.
Nice peek भाई.
I'm searching the guy market.
Come, we have Vegas.
Across. Keep going. Go.
What?
Come, follow me left, follow me
Left, okay?
मैंने अभी ध्यान दिया लरॉक वेले खेल रहा है बे.
Elbow.
Okay, Jet.
वो बुक के डेडलॉक खेलता था इस पे यार.
Partner elbow.
He saw me, I got back.
Jump time.
Shot भाई मिन्नी खेल लिया भाई.
One CT and Omen is elbow somewhere. Wait for me, Joker, guys.
Could be right side also.
Okay. And elbow CT.
Come fight ramp. Plant in smokes if you can, or in metal.
Planting here.
Fight ramp with me, come.
Listen. I'm blind. You hear TP?
Outside, guys, outside.
No.
They're default.
Here.
Big kill by Prox.
Short.
ये लोग को क्या हो जाता है?
İkisi beni optuyor, biri TP atsana.
Nah, bro, how they winning this?
Good morning, officer.
Good morning, जी.
Adamlar bir ambulansımıza çok ayık değil ya. Anlatacağım.
अब beauty हो.
अबे मेरे को लगा उनके वॉइस कम से बोल रहा है कोई.
Ascent'in aynı mantığı. Enti. Adamların anasını siktiniz
Bro, bu nasıl gay?
Evet, var mı? Ne
What the hell?
And so, gentlemates, find the bonus round. So, the first
भाई मैं कल स्पॉइलर दे रहा था और मैं स्ट्रीम पे जस्ट ज्वाइन किया था और ने वार्निंग ना देके पूरा स्ट्रीम टाइम आउट दिया. ये सही है? हाँ, 100% सही है. मैं तो हाइड दे रहा था बिना वार्निंग के, डायरेक्ट हाइड. उसने टाइम आउट दिया, शुक्र मना. गलत है ये. मैं डायरेक्ट हाइड दिया था लिटरली भाई.
Pretty happy with that one, all things considered. Starso making the call.
कल दो लोगों को मैं हाइड दिया डायरेक्ट.
They're in top mid. I think it was identified by BBL.
5 साल बाद पिक्चर आया है कोई.
Proactive in post.
क्या कहूँ?
And getting themselves over the line.
You know the answer, bro.
Lovers Rock maybe being the
What
difference.
the hell? What do you mean?
Just starting to see the first semblance of that partnership between the double duelist. I think so far.
कैसी थी आज भाई
As a
Spider-Man?
duo, these two, Larrock as well, have struggled to get involved so far in the match.
तो हटा भाई अकेले गए थे.
दिव्यांग के साथ गया था यार, उसके भाई के साथ.
Yeah, with Loiter in EMEA here, though, an opportunity for BBL to lean a little heavier on this
बताओ ना
B
हर्ष भाई
side. A
तुम्हें
stack
कैसी
of
लगी?
players
Goated.
could walk in.
तुम्हें पैसे दिए थे क्या स्पाइडरमैन मूवी ने?
Difficult to get into these games. I mean, again, there was discussions about
क्यों
whether
ऐसा?
Whaley is good. I mean,
क्योंकि दो स्टोरी डालो ना डिफेंड करते हुए मूवी के रिव्यूज.
डिफेंड थोड़ी ना किया मैंने, मैं तो बस बता रहा हूँ लोगों को मूवी रिव्यू.
दो स्टोरी डालो ना याप
नहीं, अरे नहीं, मैं तो मैं कंटेंट क्रिएटर हूँ ना. लोग देखते, लोग रुके रहते मेरे ओपिनियन के लिए. नहीं तो एक कंटेंट क्रिएटर है ना जो स्ट्रीम भी करती है कभी कभार बीच में, वो तो ना भाव ही नहीं देती अपनी ऑडियंस को. जरा भी भाव नहीं देती अपनी ऑडियंस को. स्ट्रीम भी नहीं करती एक भी दिन स्ट्रीम नहीं करती है. टट्टी जैसा अभी बीच में बोली जा रही है. सब लोग पूछते स्ट्रीम कब करेगी. एक दिन स्ट्रीम नहीं करती. पद्दू कंटेंट अरे अगर उसको बोल रहा हूँ ना कुछ चुप बैठना.
And Martin once again scaling
Yes,
up
भाई
that
2 मिनट भी नहीं हुई है मुझे
ball
बीच
as a
से
group
आते
there
हुए
from
साथ में
mates,
की
and they
हालत
can set up
नहीं
the
यार
post
भाई
plant. They've got
कंटेंट
Cam for
क्रिएटर
contact here
मतलब
off Bippo.
सेटिस्फैक्शन क्रिएटर हो जाता है.
हाँ तो मैं कंटेंट ही बनाता हूँ भाई.
Find a rifle for himself.
यार ये लोगों को है ना ऐसा लगता है इनके पास है ना पूरी दुनिया की नॉलेज है. कंटेंट कैसे बोल दिया? अरे कंटेंट होता है. अरे टट्टी खाओ मेरी.
अरे तो भाई अगर कोई चीज माइनर से सही कर रहे हैं तो उसको ग्रेसफुली एक्सेप्ट करो ना.
अरे लेकिन मैं बोलना क्या चाह रहा हूँ ये तो सुनो ना.
अरे तो भाई
ये बेशरम औरत
बेइज्जती ना करा दो इसीलिए.
अब भी उठी है सो के. स्ट्रीम नहीं कर रही 10 दिनों से. पूरे महीने स्ट्रीम नहीं की है.
Yeah, maybe overselling it a tiny bit there. I think, look, he's certainly shown improvements on this match specifically. The standout for me is just the scaling on A. He's managed to offer them really important space and alternative options in the late round, which mates have been without at times. That's something we want to talk about here, because whenever you're mentioning lurks, timing, stuff like this, I'm thinking of Kreven on the opposite side. And when we directly compare and contrast,
आज भाई जो लोग मार्वल फैंस हैं उनके एक्सपेक्ट से गोटेड मूवी है भाई. एक नंबर में देखी. हाँ भाई बड़े मुंबई सर्वर गया है मालूम.
गया मतलब चले गया.
हाँ अभी गेम में दिख रहा ही नहीं है.
Cypher I think has a much more acquired taste when it comes to Sentinel. I always think of Magnum when I think of Cyphers, especially Killjoys as well. And I think Kreven's like that evolution of that role.
No, absolutely, and I think for Kreven too here as well, when we flip over to the second half, we're really looking at him being that second option for how direct BBL are at times. He's the one.
Heretics नहीं देख रहा दोस्तों मैं.
But for Bippo, I mean, yeah, it's what he's going to be able to do here. Or Kreven even, sorry, against looking at the duelists on both sides. And that's when the conversation then comes back to BBL and what they're trying to do. I'd love to see them fight for this A main space a little bit heavier, right? See if they can weed out Bippo on some of these rounds. I think one of the first teams I remember playing Neon Waylay on this map was Liquid Academy, and that was always a high priority for them.
Paranoia held Larrock to take contact. He's just jiggling this one as, well, that's just going to be a full frontal attack from Gentlemates, and Paranoia used No value collected. Just
Server
forcing
ही नहीं
Gentleman's
दिख रहा है
away.
क्या?
But the problem is then Bipple walks into the operator and it feels like the tail cut off of Gentlemate's attack. They're trying to flood in here, and it's Mini's ultimate. Oh, that operator has not connected. Mini now putting pressure on this site. Gentlemate's looking to collect it. And Martin's even got
Martin को मॉली से मिला है Craven.
Gentlemates have found the kills they
Craven
need
side
to,
पे मॉली
and
से
the
मरा है क्या?
B site is
नहीं यार
theirs.
सिटी में.
it's just
What the hell just happened? Oh, he got
Much better
spammed.
collapse on the site from
Why
Gentlemates as they're
zero?
able to bring both ends together, merging their way through market. And I think probably the biggest difference for me so far and from what we've seen in this series is Mini on the Neon. Out of all of the duelists that we've seen him play,
कब आएगा सर्वर वापस? यार ये तो क्वेश्चन मुंबई सर्वर के साथ ही चले गया मेरे भाई. Imagine chat, imagine, just imagine. कि अभी मुंबई सर्वर चले गया है. अभी वो 2 हफ्ते बाद आएगा. तब तक तुम लोग क्या करोगे?
What is it, like 4 flashes in a round? Should the kills allow it? Maybe it's
Martin doesn't use Utilbro though, he's just with the gun every time.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I was going to say maybe it's in the way that Gentlemates call their mid-rounds, that they're dependent on these flashes to clear space.
सिंगापुर खेलोगे? नहीं, मतलब बहुत सारे लोग सिंगापुर नहीं खेल सकते.
The way that they play, I don't know if this final map is a case of them being prepared specifically for the veto. When you look at how BBL essentially trounced Na'Vi on this one 13-3 the other day, and they've come into it still feeling like they could win.
Yeah, I mean, and we've seen it from Gentlemates, right? Many was speaking about it the other day in the Vitality game that Gentlemates like to play.
आरो भाई ने 11 रुपए दिया, लिखा है पनौती आपकी स्ट्रीम देख के गया था.
Was that actually ended up costing a heavy team?
Arav Shirsat donated 11 rupees. Panoti I aapki stream देख गए.
Heading into this round,
Thank you, Arav, for the
it is the full
रुपए.
purchase and a chance for BBL to get back on track. In fact, it's a chance for them to start.
Bro, I dropped 35 kills in my last game. Mumbai क्यों गया? लमाओ. तो 35 kills करके
yet to be given that
बंद हो गया सर्वर. अरे तेरा मैच गया. Nah, that's crazy.
Seeing another round which is based off of a mid-reclear. Larok with the refract active gets himself into a deep position.
Yeah.
Playing from Petra.
निकाल लिया Larok, let's go.
Next kill should be easy.
और एक easy एक और.
To course correct. Prox though
Expectationism नहीं किया उसने.
Run it back for Martin.
Home delivery.
And the ace
Round है.
well defended so far.
ओई.
And the runner back not going to
अरे
find
blind
the
थोड़ा
value.
late आ गया भाई.
Is so on an island and he does have the spike. Prox one away from his
City out मारा.
but there's no orb to collect and this one gets even more worrying. BBL should have the goods to convert this and get their first of the half.
Good flash.
Oh. Ooh, okay. Prox does get one back. Has the ult, so
Why would he ult?
leave here with the spike now since Lover's Rock has given that one up.
Yeah, but you're leaving Martin
Oh,
on his own.
double, triple peek हो गया भाई उसपे.
He wanted to give support, so Martin tries to frag his way to a win. And as with 10 seconds left, it should be impossible.
Why?
Reactions.
इतना fast कैसे उसने flick किया बे?
It will be the first round for BBL on this.
Holy shit in my pants.
BBL back to that brazen approach which has served them so well. Just getting an insert in mid with Larok off of a little bit of utility. This is the sort of
आपने post-credit scene देखा क्या मूवी का? नहीं, मैं पहले ही चले जाता हूँ, रुकता नहीं.
They get in your face. And for the first time, it passes Gentlemate's by. Very disconnected by the time they got to the site execution. And so...
Yep, मुंबई में बारिश हो रही है, इसकी वजह से सर्वर बह गया है.
Brief intermission and yeah, wonder how that's going to weigh on the minds here of mates as BBL would have liked a little bit of momentum coming out of that one.
100%. The ultimates that they have to play with. 4 of which the only one they don't have is Lover's Rock. So yeah. But at the same time, Gentlemates, they get to, as you said, stop the momentum. But think about what went wrong in that last round.
Yeah, they do. Bit of time to cool off right now.
Deep breaths.
Indeed. It's funny you mentioned Lover's Rock. I kind of want to bring up the story that Uli was talking about.
मैं मुंबई सर्वर को क्या हो गया? मेरी मैच चालू थी. 3-12 कॉम्बैट किया था. 11-12 तक I swear to God guy भाई क्या हुआ बताओ ना.
There's a bit of a romance there.
चले गया भाई.
something which the
Bro,
English viewers maybe didn't
imagine.
know that.
क्या बोल रहे?
I mean, this.
लवर्स रॉक और लरॉक मतलब होता है स्पेनिश में द रॉक.
Okay.
लवर्स रॉक लव द रॉक.
Oh. भाई इन लोग का भी टेक पॉज आ गया. ये क्या इसका मतलब ये है कि इनका भी सर्वर उड़ गया?
सर्वर उड़ गया.
होली शाइट. भाइयों मुझे एक राइट ऑफिशियल का अभी मैसेज आया है. मैंने उनको पूछा मुंबई सर्वर इज डाउन. यू नो व्हाई?
आपको और मेरे को
उन्होंने लिखा है नो क्लू.
2 डिक्टेटर नहीं हो सकता. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of dictatorship, you idiot.
11th of August को फ्री हो गया.
और मेरे भाई की भी चलेगी.
एनीमे अकेडमी थैंक यू फॉर द 100 रुपीज. हर्ष भाई 11 अगस्त को फ्री हो गया. मीटअप कर लो, बर्थडे है मेरा.
नहीं स्टिल
11 अगस्त को फ्री हो क्या? मीटअप कर लो, बर्थडे है मेरा. आप कहाँ रहते हो मेरे भाई ये बताओ. अगर आपको पता है मैं कहाँ रहता हूँ तो आप मुझे डीएम करो. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द ह्यूज 100 एनीमे अकेडमी. यप उन्होंने लिखा है नो क्लू दोस्तों. पोस्ट क्रेडिट सीन में डॉक्टर डूम्सडे दिखाया है. अबे यार चुप बैठोगे तुम लोग.
On the Frankfurt facility together, so they're always on boot camp. And I think that honestly,
हर्ष भाई डायमंड को जाने पे अभी फ्लैट 398 पे था और सर्वर जमा हो गया. हो भाई
in this environment, and I think, for instance, like an enterprise, right? Like a job life where they're starting to come together, starting to play off.
बैन लगा तो रिमूव होगा क्या? बैन क्यों लगेगा?
Starting to experience that.
बैन नहीं लगेगा. सबका गया है. तुम्हारे सामने वालों का भी गया और सबका पांचों का गया. 10 का.
Obviously other teams as well, like Job Life.
नवी मुंबई में कौन से स्टेशन पे रहता है? स्टेशन पे रहता हूँ क्या पादरी?
BBL and mates, we do have an update for you all. Don't want to leave you in the dark. Competitive operations are getting POV replays from the players and are actively investigating the issue. So it's escalated. Cairo, it's not just a hardware issue.
सर्वर इंफिनिटी स्टोन्स रिटर्न करने गया है.
I don't want to put words out there that don't make sense. Potential round rollback territory. I'm imagining if it's of that nature where we need.
You've never had a round rollback?
No, we had that one in the Na'Vi game when the spike didn't spawn or something.
Oh yeah,
that was also made.
We missed that.
खाने रहते हो आप एनीमे अकेडमी भाई?
Yeah, we did miss.
थैंक यू फॉर द 40 रुपीज यार.
There's a lot.
यार मिलेंगे तो नहीं लेकिन इंस्टा पे डीएम करना हम लोग बात जरूर करेंगे.
I agree. But question to you, Hazza.
Yep.
Anyone in play-ins that you're
नवी मुंबई में किधर रहते हो? रहता हूँ एक जगह पे दोस्त.
I'm gonna give a shout.
सीक्रेट है, किसी को पता नहीं है अब तक एक्चुअली.
Batu, yeah, respect.
Batu next. Reborn, yeah, the Reborn team that I was talking about, which Mavera, assistant coach of Gentamates here, was previously coaching when they were S2G. They lost their organizational support halfway through the year.
अबे चालू करो यार, क्यों चल रहा है ये टेक पोसा?
To win a Challengers EMEA stage, and not only that, they played
भाई मुंबई सर्वर उड़ गया. Yep, I know.
Players like
I know, bro.
which I'm
मुंबई सर्वर इज गॉन चैट.
Everyone here is
शांति नहीं लग रही दोस्तों. मुंबई सर्वर चले गया, गेम नहीं खेल पा रहे हो. अभी यूट्यूब खोल के आ गए बैठने. सोचे थे कि पूरी दिन काम धंधा करेंगे, फिर मस्त चिल करके रात में गेम खेलने आएंगे. एंड हम यहाँ आ गए. चल रहा ही नहीं है ये. अब करे तो करे क्या? ऐसी ये लाइफ. सर्वर कदी येणार दादा? मेरे हिसाब से अभी सर्वर वापस 1 घंटे में तो आ ही जाना चाहिए. बेस्टी हुडी मेरा भाई, थैंक यू फॉर द 100. आई एम डूइंग सुपर गुड. कैसे हो लाला? कैसी हूँ? थैंक यू बिस्टी भाई. आई एम डूइंग गुड. थैंक यू फॉर द 100. आ जाओ सेटअप देखते हैं. गेमिंग सेटअप इजी. हर्ष भाई एक गोल्फ वाला गेम है वो ट्राई भाई करना है यार, करना है. उसके पहले कीप इट अप खेलना है. आरव भाई ने 11 रुपए दिया, लिखा है व्यूज आ रहे हैं, कितना खुश लग रहे हैं. ऐसी बात नहीं है यार, मुझे क्या अच्छा लग रहा है तुम्हारा सर्वर उड़ गया है तो.
आरव शिरसत डोनेटेड 11 रुपीस.
क्या खा लिए हो?
है कितने खुश लग रही है.
ये क्या है बे? व्हाट द हेल? गुड सेटअप बेबी. नुस्ते स्टिकर्स भाई, स्टिकर्स लगाना वो हो जाता है, स्टिकर्स है ना खराब हो जाते हैं इस पे, तो वो अजीब लगने लगता है। तो तुम्हें फिर रिफिल करना चाहिए स्टिकर। यो तुम्हारा सेटअप दिख रहा नहीं है मेरे भाई, आपको लाइट लगाने की जरूरत है। रोज रोज बंद होना चाहिए सेटअप। हाँ मतलब ऐसा होना चाहिए।
चालू नहीं होने लगा
भाई एक बंदा है जिसको मैं देख रहा था, एक बंदे को है ना एक पिंग आ रहा था, एक पिंग। तो मेरे हिसाब से उसको जब गेम उसका अच्छा नहीं चल रहा होगा, वो लिटरली उस सर्वर पे पानी डाल सकता है। भाई जी गेम चालू होने के लिए मेरे को लगता है जब मुंबई सर्वर आएगा तभी गेम चालू होगा।
राइट हैक कर लिया किसी ने।
एक
यस, राइट गेम्स इज हैक्ड नाउ।
पर्दा ये बोलने पे आप पे डिफेमेशन का केस लग सकता है।
मैं मजाक कर रही हूँ।
यप।
But how else do you explain the conspiracy theory of Mumbai server disappearing and tech pause happening in the game right now? Is all I'm saying.
Yo, Purata, you're like an IQ too high.
Yes. Sorry, Riot Games, but please explain.
मेरे हिसाब से आपको सो जाना चाहिए।
Harsh bhai, you should think about things.
आई है। वही उनके गेम्स बंद है।
क्या?
उनके गेम्स बंद है। What the frick? पार्जुनरकर ने 30 रुपए दिया है गूगल पे और लिखा है अभी की सिचुएशन देखकर जी को क्या करना, प्लेऑफ्स में क्वालिफाई करना है तो टॉप 3 आना पड़ेगा, एंड अगर कंफर्म ही करना है तो टॉप 2 आना पड़ेगा। अभी जी का एक ही गेम बचा है, जी को जीतना है। वो
भाई मान जाओ।
चैंपियंस बंडल बढ़िया होना चाहिए ये सीजन का भाई, मेरे हिसाब से तो होगा संस्कार भाई। और लेकिन ये वाले इसमें ये वाले चैंपियंस बंडल में फैंटम आएगी जो शायद बहुत लोगों को पसंद नहीं आए, क्योंकि पिछले चैंपियंस बंडल में वैंडल आई थी, तो इट हैज टू बी अ फैंटम दिस टाइम, राइट? अच्छा
मैं क्या पढ़ रही हूँ रेडिट खोलते से ही।
So issue has been resolved. Following game server location is currently unavailable.
Female. I ended the relationship. Thank you for helping me see what I could not.
Bro, I'm coming to meet you from Satara. Don't come, bro. Please don't come. I can't meet you like that. So, bye. Thank you so much for the 10 rupees.
19M and 36F.
Bro, I am
Whoa!
Yo!
36F and 19M.
Yo,
that's like PS5 Dilao Yojana.
Yo.
भाई अबे मेरा तो अभी सिंगापुर भी गया बे।
मेरी थियरी सही है।
हाँ फिर उसके बाद क्या था पूरा बताइए, क्या लिखा है? लड़के ने लिखा है लड़की ने लिखा है?
लड़की ने
फ्रिक ब्रो।
चालू हो गया हर्ष भाई। भाई उसको अभी समझ में आया क्या? माँ कसम।
Lights out and away we go. Yeah, that's exactly what we were looking for. Sometimes the caster, it just feels like we're lying to the audience, honestly. But truth be told, maybe me. 15 seconds away now.
That the guy was in a relationship.
I thought maybe stream start करूँगी and then I got to know about this. नहीं आ जाएगा थोड़ी देर में।
It was emotionally trapped.
अभी स्ट्रीम करो और एक काम करो, सुनो मेरी बात। अगर आपको व्यूज फार्म करने हैं ना अभी, तो एक काम करो, अपना पुराना स्ट्रीम लगाओ और अपना फेस कैम ऑफ कर दो। डिस्प्ले कैप्चर ऑन करके अपना स्ट्रीम लगाओ, सबको लगेगा तो मुंबई सर्वर खेल रहे हो। सिंपल एज दैट।
And I'm wondering what are the
या तो अपना फेस कैम है ना अपने पुराने स्ट्रीम के ऊपर लगा दो।
stack of ultimates that BBL have.
Yeah, you can already see the drone there from Rose trying to play lovers
और lip sync करो।
through mid, has a TP to join up with the A hold.
जब कुछ नहीं बोल रहे हो तब चैट से बोलो आपका मुंबई सर्वर चल रहा है। हाँ मेरा तो चल रहा है दोस्तों यार, आपका नहीं चल रहा क्या? हेलो हाँ मुंबई सर्वर आपका चल रहा है? हाँ मेरा तो चल रहा है यार, आपका नहीं चल रहा क्या? ऐसा सिंपल। 1000 वाचिंग।
Yeah, but you're seeing he's been left a little thin in terms of support. Sure, Rose is here, but I mean, he could be quickly hot under the collar.
BBL comeback करेगी या नहीं? Attacking girl.
There's also a Hunter's
Rose भाई जमा। ये कहाँ से आ गया?
Activates when he needs to.
Bro, what a timing of the Willie ult and Kraven's peak.
What the hell is going wrong? Well, the answer, as you've come up against
What a beautiful ult by Willie.
the best Turkish Sentinels that we have in the game.
Kraven looking for that ace. He
View
knows
bots,
exactly
yes.
where Prox
ये
is.
strategy के बाद
He's
आपके
gonna
chat
hunt
में
this
view bots
Khelraay.
आ जाएंगे.
Yes, swing
la
away,
Prox.
cannot get it. Prox denies. But what Kraven has given is the round
Game ban
to
हो गई क्या?
BBL.
हो सकती है.
Advantage cut down to
DM
3.
किया है भाई, रिप्लाई दे देना हर्षित नाम से. नहीं नहीं, तेरे बर्थडे के दिन है ना, बस चैट में मतलब उसमें लिखना भाई मेरा बर्थडे, भाई मेरा बर्थडे, ऐसा लिखना तो मेरे को याद आ जाएगा. तो तेरा नाम भी लिखना है एनीमे अकेडमी. वापस गया क्या?
And unfortunately, we are going to be heading into.
चलो मैं और नहीं देख रहा भाई, मेरा
Yeah bro, actually मेरा भी हो रहा है अभी तो.
Absolutely unbelievable.
मेरे को तो बुक्कू लगी है.
Into position to use the
बुक्कू लगी है, निन्नी आ ली है. देखो चलो देखते हैं बुक्कू में क्या है. बुक्कू देखते हैं दोस्तों क्या है पता है.
20s India.
This definitely complicates the game, Cairo. I think you've got to address the nature of it, say it as it is. This constant stop-start isn't going to make for easy gameplay for either of the teams, but BBL, well, at the very least, will be happy they've got a couple of rounds now. Fate's feeling that momentum blocker, though.
If I'm Kundi Kundi, I am bringing in the timeout straight away after this pause, just to keep the players back on side, just to confirm and stop the momentum of BBL. Because so far, BBL have done well to space their ultimates, get the value that they need to.
Absolutely, but we are able to offer you all a little bit of reprieve while we figure out what's going on. We have an opportunity to hear from Starso on what mates have been focusing on during Stage 2 so far.
I think for the split, obviously, we bringing a lot more confidence, a lot more preparation according to.
अब मुंबई सर्वर दोस्तों बातें करते आ जाओ. आ जाओ भाई मुंबई सर्वर बातें करते हैं. जी भाई कैसा लग रहा है मुंबई सर्वर जाने के बाद? गेम बंद कर दूं? माइनस तो नहीं लगेगा? नहीं लगेगा, नहीं लगेगा. अच्छा ओ तुम लोगों का लोडिंग स्क्रीन में अटक गया है सबका. ओ शिट, इमेजिन ब्रो. अबे अगर लगा तो तुम लोग मेरे पे बिल फाड़ोगे बे. वो गेम काउंट नहीं होगा. मोस्ट प्रोबेबली तो गेम काउंट नहीं होगा ये वाला. आंखों में देखकर बात कर. ठीक है. रैंकअप था भाई, रैंकअप था तो मेरे हिसाब से तो आपको वो मैच चल लेगा आपका. इंडिया में बैन हो गया क्या वैल्यू? देखो दोस्तों पहले तो स्पेकुलेशंस थे कि ऐसा हो सकता है. अभी शायद ये रियल हो चुका है कि चले भी जा सकता है. आई एम नॉट श्योर. चलो इसी बात पे एटलीस्ट मुंबई सर्वर से टॉक्सिक लोग से दूर कुछ देर बेचारे ने कौन सी गाली नहीं सुनी होगी. जस्टिस फॉर मुंबई सर्वर. आई गेस इट्स अ बिग लॉस फॉर मुंबई सर्वर. व्हाट यू थिंक अबाउट इट मिस्टर हर्ष? आई फील इट इज़ रियली सैड कि लोगों के रैंकअप गेम्स के बीच में ये चीज़ आई. रैंकअप गेम्स के बीच में ये सब नहीं आना चाहिए था, इज़ व्हाट आई फील. And the only thing that I feel is जल्द से जल्द राइट गेम्स ने इसको फिक्स कर लेना चाहिए. नहीं तो हमारे लोग बहुत ही ज़्यादा आउटरीच करेंगे क्योंकि लोगों को वैलोरेंट के सिवा जमता नहीं है. वैलोरेंट में खुद उनसे होता नहीं है, लेकिन वैलोरेंट के सिवा उनसे कुछ हो नहीं पाता. तो मेरे हिसाब से जल्द राइट गेम्स शुड लुक इनटू दिस एंड इट शुड ब्रिंग बैक मुंबई सर्वर. ये जो बहाने हैं उनके कि ज़्यादा बारिश आ गई थी तो राउटर भीग गया, ये सारी चीज़ें ये एक बहाने हैं. इतनी बड़ी कंपनी और इतनी छोटी चीज़ से उनका कैसे नुकसान हो सकता है. आई जस्ट होप जस्टिस इज सर्व्ड. दैट्स इट. अब मुंबई सर्वर गया तो हर्ष भाई कहाँ टट्टी करोगे? द नेशन वांट्स टू नो. जी मैं तो सिंगापुर खेलता हूँ डे 1 से. Do you think this is affecting our country's GDP? Well, that is a brilliant question. हर्ष भाई एमोंडीर या गैया वैंडल्लू इसको मारो अलग से. रैट का आ गया है, दे आर फिक्सिंग इट, स्टेटस अपडेटेड, या आई सॉ दैट। चैट तुम लोग समझ रहे हो यार ये लोगों का कैसा होता रहेगा? मतलब ये लोग है ना घर पे जाए, अभी कोई तो है ना खाना खा रहे, इमेजिन कोई तो टट्टी करने बैठा होगा, जो हेड रहेगा इसका सर्वर का, टट्टी करने बैठा रहेगा, उसका फोन बजे जा रहा है, बजे जा रहा है, बजे जा रहा है, और वो टट्टी करने फोन तो लेके नहीं गया, मजबूर टट्टी हो गई उसकी। फिर बाहर आके देख रहा है, ओह 16 मिस कॉल। हाँ भाई बोलना, सुने जा रहा था, क्या सीन? भाई मुंबई सर्वर उड़ गया है भाई, जल्दी देख तेरे कोड में कुछ तो है ना फॉल्ट हुआ है, जल्दी अपना लैपटॉप खोल। हाँ भाई खोल, रुक। ब्रो दिस जॉब इज सो टफ, ओ माय गॉड, होली शाइट। जो लोग बैकएंड में काम करते हैं उनके साथ तो ऐसे ही होता है ना यार। आ गया दोस्तों, मुंबई सर्विस बैक। नहीं, ये वेट कर रहा है, कोई मत जाओ यहाँ से, सब लोग यहीं पे रुको। ऐसी बात है, आ रहा हूं भाई, थैंक यू फॉर द 11 रुपए। सर्वर कोड से नहीं चलता। चट, क्या आपको पता है सर्वर किससे चलता है? ब्रो आई एम अ साइट रिलायबिलिटी इंजीनियर एट अ सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी। मेरा यही काम रहता है, जी फटी रहती है थोड़ी थोड़ी। देख रहे हो डब्ल्यू पंत भाई होना चाहिए चैट में सबसे पहले डब्ल्यू पंत भाई होना चाहिए।
रिलायबिलिटी इंजीनियर एट अ सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी। मेरा यही काम
ऐसे लोगों को सैल्यूट है भाई,
फटी रहती है थोड़ी।
ऐसे लोगों को सैल्यूट है। जब से नियॉन नर्फ हुआ है तब से बहुत तकलीफ है रोहित गेम्स में भाई, दिस इज क्रेजी। थैंक यू पंत भाई फॉर द पोर अंडर लेवल। क्या करते हो आप वैसे? आई एम अ साइट रिलायबिलिटी इंजीनियर एट अ सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी। देख रहे हो, साइट रिलायबिलिटी, यो पंत भाई रिजाइन। ये क्या मजाक है? पंत भाई वैलो सर्वर फिक्स करो। यार पंत भाई आपसे जानना है हमें, ये ऐसे सब प्रॉब्लम जो हुई है अभी, ये किस वजह से हुई रहेगी, और इसको चालू करने के लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा? आई फील रियली गुड। कितने लोगों का मेंटल हेल्थ खराब किया है मुंबई सर्वर ने। डब्ल्यू रियोट, हा। भाई पावर ग्रिड गया है, मिल गया इन्फो। पावर ग्रिड गया है मतलब? पावर ग्रिड क्या हुआ चैट? सब हर्ष भाई की गलती है, हो सकता है। पॉइंट्स रिफंड होंगे क्या अगर मैच टेक पॉज में अटका रहा? मेरे हिसाब से अब भी पॉइंट्स रिफंड कर देनी चाहिए, कर दीजिए साइफी भाई। संस्कार जी ने 5 न्यूजीलैंड डॉलर्स दिया और लिखा है नियॉन कर से लाला, नियॉन से पंगा नहीं हो सकता है। नियॉन खुद एक इलेक्ट्रिकल एजेंट है।
नियॉन कर्स है लाला, नियॉन से पंगा नहीं।
तो इलेक्ट्रिकली के वजह से यहाँ पे नियॉन ने काम 25 किया होगा, हो सकता है। मीटर नया वाला लगाया होगा, एक फेज गया होगा, क्या पता। पंत भाई ने कुछ रिप्लाई किया है क्या दोस्तों? पंत भाई का रिप्लाई के लिए रुका हूं मैं। थैंक यू सो मच यार संस्कार भाई फॉर द 5 न्यूजीलैंड डॉलर्स। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग स्ट्रेट अवे फ्रॉम न्यूजीलैंड। लेकिन आपको क्या, आपका तो सर्वर चल रहा है।
Bro, like, can you send me the link of this on Discord, bro?
I'm still streaming by the way, okay?
हाँ तो उससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
No, if you just
देख रहे हो?
छोटे मोटे इश्यूज तो हो जाते हैं 5-10 मिनट में, वरना कोई बड़े इश्यूज को मैक्स 2-3 घंटे लगते हैं, क्योंकि इतनी बड़ी कंपनीज के कुछ एसएलएस होते हैं। एक बार सर्च करो एसएलए क्या होता है। एसएलए मीनिंग
बड़ी कंपनीज के कुछ एसएलएस
इन बिग इन कॉर्पोरेट। एसएलए मतलब सर्विस लीगल एग्रीमेंट। ओह शिट, काम 25 सिटीज।
टट्टी करने तो
भाई लोग भूख लगी है, बोलो ना।
थैंक यू फॉर द ह्यूज 200।
क्या खाऊं यार?
तो उसका डिसीजन भी हम।
हर्ष भाई ने क्या खाया?
मैं अभी खाऊंगा वापस 200 ग्राम्स ऑफ चिकन ब्रेस्ट, एक भाकरी और थोड़ा सा सलाद, दैट्स इट।
भाकरी खानी है।
लर्ज भाई
खा लो।
तुम टट्टी नहीं खाते होगे ना, तुम चाची खाते होगे ना?
सलाद खानी है हर्ष भाई को।
सलाद, फिर क्या बोले? कंटेंट। अरे भाई इंसान अगर एक वे में बोलता है बोलने दो ना, तुमको समझ रहा है ना क्या बोल रहा है।
पीछे आ रहा हूँ, यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं, मैं अभी खा सकती हूँ, बारिश गिर रहा है जोर से।
अंशक भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 40 रुपीज। टोटल मनी स्पेंट एंड वैल्यू दिखाओ फिर से अभी। संस्कार भाई इतना नहीं है यार, मैं इतना नहीं स्पेंड करता। चलो देखते हैं।
Total money spent on Valo दिखाओ
थैंक
फिर
यू
से
सो
अभी।
मच फॉर द 5 न्यूजीलैंड डॉलर्स अगेन मेरे भाई। थैंक यू सो मच, मींस अ लॉट, मींस अ लॉट। भाई जर्मन वेबसाइट क्यों आई है? ओए ओरिजिनल वेबसाइट है ना भाई, जर्मन में लिखा था भाई ये। वो चैट ये जर्मन में क्यों लिखा है बे? ये रियाल है या फाकी है? देखो ना कितना कितना सस लग रहा है ये। भाई ये सस नहीं लग रहा। देखो है ना ब्रो, रियाल है ये। देखो ये जर्मन क्यों चालू हो रहा है मेरे भाई? आई एम सॉरी संस्कार भाई, I'm sorry, I don't want to check this. I don't want to check this right now at least. I don't want to check this right now at least. Thank you, mother. Thank you. नको. I go किती दिलेस?
किती दिले ते? ही छोटी आहे
ठीक आहे
चपाती.
चल चालेल चालेल. How much is
पाहिजे
this?
तेवढं.
Okay, Mother India. Thank you.
कानून.
Yep. काय?
सारा मांडून बसलाय.
ऍक्च्युली मी जिम जातो ना मम्मी, तर मला ना कॅलरीज आपली कंटिन्यू खायला लागतात. जी भाई जी, वीसीटी में बहाना मार रहे हैं कि चीटिंग डिटेक्टेड। कौन बोल रहा है ये सब? इतना सारा तेल क्यों है? कहाँ तेल है मेरे भाई? तेल नहीं है वो सब, भूत मारूंगा। आज मुझे रूडी भाई की याद है एकदम से। आजकल वो खेलने नहीं आते, पता नहीं वे खुद से खाना नहीं बनाता क्या? नहीं रे, मेरे को खाना बनाने नहीं आता। मैं बस सुबह का मील अपना प्रेप करता हूँ, दैट्स इट। सुबह वाला मैं उठते साथ बनाता हूँ और नहाने के बाद खा लेता हूँ। बाय, टेक केयर, बाय बाय।
बाय।
यार रैंक गेम था एसटीएच में 31-9। एसटीएच मतलब सावन में नॉनवेज? हम लोग में सावन नहीं होता, हम लोग में महाराष्ट्रियन लोगों में श्रावण होता है जो लेट चालू होता है। You should eat boiled chicken. The thing I'm eating right now, it doesn't have that much calories. And मेरे को एकदम क्या उसे कहते हैं 1% फैट परसेंटेज थोड़ी आ जाना है। मेरे को डिसेबल कर दिया, वो तो कब का किया था। श्रावण में बंद फिर? हाँ तो वेज कितने ऑप्शंस होते हैं भाई खाने के? वेज में भी ऑप्शंस है और वे प्रोटीन तो मैं लेता हूँ। कब शुरू होगा मैच? मुझे तो मुश्किल लग रहा है अभी चालू होगा। जब तक मुंबई सर्वर नहीं आता तब तक ऐसा ही है। हॉर्लिक्स पियो, हॉर्लिक्स मम्मी के लिए लिया हो भाई, वुमेन्स हॉर्लिक्स। अपने मम्मी के लिए भी लो दोस्तों, क्योंकि लेडीज लोग के लिए जो 40+ होती है उनके लिए बोन्स की ये ज़रूरी होती है। बोन्स की स्ट्रेंथ ज़रूरी होती है। तो बोन स्ट्रेंथ मतलब अगर तुम्हारे मसल स्ट्रॉन्ग है तो बोन्स लेस वनरेबल रहेंगे। तो वुमेन्स हॉर्लिक्स में कैल्शियम वगैरह भी होता है एंड प्रोटीन भी होता है। उसमें बस शुगर होता है। हाँ क्या? भाई लेकिन ये गलत है, आपको खुद से खुद का मील बनाना चाहिए, ना कि मम्मी को बोलना चाहिए। देखो, मैं खुद का मील खुद बनाने के लिए भी तैयार हूँ। मैं खुद से, अब जैसे मैं बहुत सारी मील्स खुद अभी मुझे शाम में जो खाना होता है वो मैं खुद के हाथ से बना सकता हूँ, मुझे सुबह में जो खाना होता है मैं खुद के हाथ से बना सकता हूँ। मैं मंगा के बहुत सारी चीज़ें मैं खुद का खुद कर सकता हूँ। लेकिन मम्मी का ऐसा होता है कि अभी मैं ब्राउन ब्रेड बाहर से मंगा रहा हूँ ना, तो मेरे मम्मी ने दूसरे ही दिन घर पे ब्राउन ब्रेड बनाया, और वो भी एग्जैक्ट। तो शी लव्स कुकिंग, शी लव्स कुकिंग फॉर मी। शी वॉन्ट्स मी टू स्ट्रीम एज मच एज आई वॉन्ट, शी वॉन्ट्स मी टू वर्क एज मच एज आई वॉन्ट, एंड बाकी वो खाने पीने का मेरा संभालेगी। उसको चाहिए ही नहीं मैं कि कुछ करूँ। मतलब ऑब्वियसली ऐसा नहीं कि मतलब बिगड़ा हुआ टाइप रखती है, ऐसा नहीं है। मैं अपना प्लेट खुद उठ के रखता हूँ, मैं जो ऐसे खुद कुछ बना रहा हूँ, खुद कुछ कर रहा हूँ, तो मैं खुद धो के रखता हूँ। ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। मेजर पावर ग्रिड प्रॉब्लम ड्यू टू वेदर, वेट ही कर सकते हैं अब। ओ, पावर ग्रिड प्रॉब्लम। आशु स्पीड 60 मिलियन हिट करने वाला, डैम। मैं अगर खुद से डिनर बनाने का करूंगा ना, अब देखो, मैं मतलब बहुत ज्यादा एट दिस पॉइंट मतलब मैं ना पीक मोटिवेटेड हूँ जिम के लिए, ठीक है। मैंने जिंदगी में कभी कुछ बनाया नहीं था, मैं कुछ कुछ चीजें सीखा, ठीक है, बनाने के लिए। मैं कुछ कुछ मतलब बहुत ही नल्ला चीज बनाता हूँ। ओट्स मिल बनाना सबसे ईजीएस्ट शिट है, बट उतना भी इमेजिन उठते साथ में वो करता हूँ, तो मैं इतना डेडिकेटेड और मोटिवेटेड हूँ उस चीज के लिए, इतना कि अगर मैं मम्मी अलाउ करे तो मैं तो खुद बना लूंगा ये जो अपना ये वाला मील है वो। हेलो, खाना खा रहा हूँ। हाँ हाँ। हर्ष भाई, आपके पापा जी पहले से ही आपको सपोर्ट करते थे क्या? एक सेकंड। हाँ,
एन से घूमने आओ, मजा कराऊंगा।
हाँ, मैं बोल रहा था कि मम्मी पापा पहले से ही सपोर्टिव थे, ऐसा नहीं था भाई। उन लोग का पहले से ही यही था कि तू पढ़ाई कर, पढ़ाई इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि मतलब ऑब्वियसली एक्सपेक्टेशन रहता है हर एक घर वालों का भाई। वो मम्मी तो मेरे को बहुत सुनाती थी। अभी बहुत सारे क्रिएटर्स को ऐसा होता रहेगा ना अभी कि भाई यार मैंने बहुत मेहनत करके वीडियो बनाई है, लेकिन यार भाई उस पर व्यूज ही नहीं आए, तो सैड हो गया मैं। जो छोटे से छोटा क्रिएटर रहेगा उसको सब लोगों को बहुत ज्यादा ऐसा फील होता रहेगा कि भाई मैंने बहुत मेहनत किया इस रील पे, इस शॉर्ट्स पे, इस वीडियो पे, लेकिन साला व्यूज ही नहीं आया इस पे। तो मैं तभी 9th में रहूंगा या कुछ होगा, मेरा 9th का एंडिंग रहेगा या 10th का स्टार्टिंग रहेगा, तो मैं लिटरली ऐसा एकदम सैड बैठा था,
और मम्मी मेरे को भरने लग गई, बोलती है कि ये तेरी हॉबी है, इसके लिए इतना तू सैड रहेगा तो कैसे चलेगा, तू पढ़ाई पढ़ाई करनी है तुझे, पढ़ाई तेरी मेन चीज़ है, ये हॉबी है, ये तेरा करियर नहीं होने वाला कभी। ऐसा मम्मी ने बोला था भाई, मेरे को बहुत अच्छे से याद है। ये मम्मी को मैं बार बार बोलते रहता हूँ। आ गया सर्वर, क्या बात कर रहे हो? मैच भी चालू नहीं हुआ है। मेरे को लगता है जितने लोगों का अभी मैच नहीं चल रहा ना, मतलब मैच बीच में ही बंद हो गया है ना, तुम लोगों का मैच वो हो जाएगा, टर्मिनेट हो जाएगा। और भाई आज आपने टॉटी नहीं करी तो मुंबई सर्वर गया। जरा चेक करना आज भाई आया क्या। अबे मैच नहीं चला अब तक तो। आज भाई आपकी स्कूल वाली एकदम क्रेजी स्टोरी सुनाओ। मैं स्कूल में कभी है ना कांडी वाला बंदा था ही नहीं बे। एक बहुत क्रेजी चीज हुआ है हमारे दोस्त के साथ जो मेरे आगे बैठा था, ठीक है। मैं सबसे मैं स्लाइटली मोर देन एवरेज स्टूडेंट था, फ्रंट बेंचर प्लस लास्ट बेंचर था, पढ़ाकू लोगों का भी खास था मैं, और अपने बैक बेंचर लोगों का भी खास था मैं, ठीक है। और मेरे को टीचर्स भी बहुत जानते थे। और हम लोग एग्जाम लिखने बैठे, ये रो वालों ने सिंगल सिंगल भेजते थे, ये रो वालों ने एक बंदे ने चीट्स लाए बहुत सारे, तो वो पूछे इसका आंसर क्या है, इसका आंसर क्या है। अब मैं भले दूसरे के पेपर में देख के लिखूंगा मैं, लेकिन मैंने कभी चीट्स वीट्स देख के लिखा नहीं, क्योंकि मेरी पीक फटती थी, मैं बहुत फट्टू था। तो मेरे सामने वाले ने भी भाई चीट्स लिया, बोल दे दे दे दे दे दे दे करके ऐसा लिया उसने दूसरे रो से, और हम लोग विंडो के साइड पे बैठे थे। इसकी मैंने वीडियो बनाई है लिटरली। हम तो वो सारे चीट्स दे दिया उसने। अब इतने सारे चीट्स दे दिया एक साथ, तो वो हैंग हो गया, और तब भी पीटी सर आए उसके तरफ। तो उसने क्या किया, उसने विंडो के साइड पे, मतलब विंडो ऐसी स्लाइड होती है ना, तो विंडो के वो साइड पे ऐसे चीट्स डाल दिया फट से। अब जैसे ही उसने डाले और सर आए, उधर एक पीजन ने पंख मारे और वो पीजन उड़ गया, और वो चीट्स डायरेक्ट अंदर आ गए। ये लिजिट हुआ था। ये बहुत सिनेमैटिक साउंड करता है, बट ये लिजिट हुआ था। उसको यड़ भगा दी थी उसकी। फिर बताए हो तुम ये स्टोरी, यस वीडियो इसकी अपने चैनल पे। वीडियो इन द सेंस मतलब स्टोरी टाइम वाली ये है, वीडियो है। अबे मुंह इसलिए कवर कर रहा हूं क्योंकि ऐसा चरते हुए नहीं दिखाना मेरे को, मैं बड़े बाइट्स ले रहा हूं। वीपी स्टोर लिंक आ गया दिख। एलपीजन एक बार हम लोग लैब में गए थे, और मेरे से लैब की ट्यूब धोते हुए गलती से ट्यूब टूट गई। अब बैचेस में जाते थे हम लोग लैब्स में, ठीक है, स्कूल की बात है, मैंने कॉमर्स लिया था तो इसकी नहीं, स्कूल की बात है। तो हम लोग बैचेस में जाते थे, तो टीचर को समझ गया अरे माँ ये तो ट्यूब टूटी हुई है, तो उसने जो बैच में मतलब 6 लोगों के ग्रुप में वो ट्यूब टूटी थी उनको बुलाया, उसमें मैं भी था। अब मेरी तो फटी पड़ी है, शिट मैं क्या बोलूं। मैंने चुपचाप है ना वो टूटी हुई ट्यूब चुपचाप रख दी थी और कट लिया था उधर से। मैं बोला अभी मैं क्या बोलूं यार। टीचर ने सबको खड़ा किया। उसमें हमारा एक सबसे ना कांडी बच्चा था, ठीक है, एक सबसे मस्तीखोर था एक बंदा। टीचर ने सबसे पूछा कि हु वाज द सेकंड लास्ट गाय टू गो इन, हु वाज द दिस वन, आई डोंट नो, आई डोंट नो, फर्स्ट टेल मी हु वाज द सेकंड लास्ट गाय, यू सॉ एनीवन, आई डोंट रिमेंबर टीचर। टीचर ने मेरे को ही पूछा। भाई ऐसे मैं बचता था ना, क्योंकि मेरा इमेज एकदम क्लियर था, मेरा इमेज बहुत क्लियर था, तो मैं कभी भी कांडी में ऐसा फंसा ही नहीं। और टीचर लोग ने कभी मेरे को ऐसा शक किया ही नहीं, मालूम, कभी जिंदगी में मेरे को टीचर लोग ने शक किया ही नहीं। अब वो टीचर देख के रियलाइज करते होंगे, वो टीचर तो ये हो गए, रिटायर हो गए। वॉच कौन सा है? स्मार्ट वॉच ये है, अमेजफिट का है, बीप 6 कुछ तो नाम है, और ये जी शॉक है। कॉमर्स में मैथ्स या विदाउट मैथ्स? मैथ्स भाई। नहीं यार शार, बचपन से ही भोंदू थे। भोंदू नहीं था भाई मैं बचपन से है ना हर एक चीज करता था। स्कूल में जो भी कॉम्पिटिशन्स होता था उसमें पार्टिसिपेट लेता था, उसमें मेरा रैंक आता था। स्पोर्ट्स से लेके डांस, सिंगिंग, स्पीच कंपटीशन में मैं इंटरनेशनल हो रहा हूँ, इंटर स्कूल गया था। स्पोर्ट्स में इंटर स्कूल जाता था, फिर डांस के लिए इंटर स्कूल जाता था। ये सब में था मैं, और मैं स्कूल का हेड बॉय ये सब भी था, तो सब में था, सब में। मेरे को 10th में अवार्ड मिला था ऑलराउंडर का, बेस्ट ऑलराउंडर ऑफ द ईयर का। इस दिन मेरे दोस्त लोग आएंगे स्ट्रीम पे, उनको पूछना सही में। वाईटी के अलावा आपका क्या बनने का सपना था? दूसरा कुछ सपना अपना नहीं था भाई। सपने तो रोज आते थे कि भाई ये करना है, वो करना है, इसके जैसा बनना है, उसके जैसा बनना है, पैसे कमाना है, पैसा कमाना, और अपना एक मजबूत गेमिंग सेटअप होना, ये एक हमेशा से सपना था। स्कूल कौन सी थी एक भाई, इंटरनेशनल स्कूल, बहुत सारे ब्रांचेस है उनके नवी मुंबई में। मेरे को 12th फेयरवेल में 10 आउट ऑफ 10 स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर मिला था। वाओ। हमारे स्कूल के जो जूनियर्स हुआ करते थे ना, जो एकदम छोटे थे, लोग को अभी दाढ़ी वाड़ी आई है, तो एक बारी मैं ऐसे ही चल रहा था रैंडमली, और एक टपरी पे ना 2 जन फूक रहे थे। वो लोग बोले, तू हर्ष है ना, हर्ष खेल रहा है? बोला हाँ। बोलते भाई हम लोग तेरे जूनियर्स थे, लेकिन तेरे को याद नहीं आएगा, हम लोग तभी बहुत छोटे थे। तो उन लोगों को स्कूल में भी अभी तक मतलब उनको याद है कि साला ये अपने स्कूल में था। हाउ डू यू फील फेमस? ओके, लाइक लिमिटेड फेमस बट स्टिल 1 लाख प्लस सब्स एंड कूल फैंस। कभी सोचा नहीं ये सब होगा। फील्स अमेजिंग भाई, फील्स द फ्लेक्स। एंड अपने दोस्त लोगों को ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है तो वो ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है। आई एंजॉय दिस। उस दिन स्पाइडरमैन देखने गए थे तो ऐसे ग्रुप ऑफ लाइक 6-7 लोग जाते साथ मिले, वो लोग फोटो निकालने। मेरे साथ, मेरे को कभी ऐसा नहीं होता कि भाई किससे मिल रहा हूँ। अभी तुम लोग के साथ कैसा है, तुम लोग मेरे को 4 गाली देते हो, मैं तुम लोग को 5 गाली देता हूँ, ऐसा सीन है ना। वैसा ही इन रियल लाइफ भी है मेरा सीन भाई। तो मेरे दोस्तों को बहुत खुशी मिली कि भाई तेरे को यार इतने लोग मिल रहे, इतना खुश हो गया यार वो बंदा, ऐसा सब बोलने लगे। वो अच्छा लगता है। मुझे क्या बनना है क्लियर ही है, क्या करूँ यार, कॉमर्स में जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी है क्या भाई? खुद ये कर यार, खुद इन्फो निकाल, देखिए खुद लोगों को पूछ जितना हो सके, इन्फो गेन कर। आजकल तुझे रील वायरल होती क्या वाली? मुंबई सर्वर डाउन है क्या? हाँ अच्छा, ही क्लिप आहे काय ती? मी फक्त फोटो बघितलाय रे, तुम्हाला पाठव। काय माणूस है यार, आम्ही एवढा हसतो यार त्याच्यात। दो वॉच डाली है फिर भी टाइम खराब चल रहा है। 2 वॉच?
कब आएगा मुंबई सर्वर वापस?
भाई मंडे को कॉलेज का फर्स्ट डे, एनी टिप्स? कुछ टिप्स दी भाई, गो आउट एंजॉय। मेरे को याद है मेरा फर्स्ट डे ऑफ कॉलेज, धड़धड़ हो रहा था, बारिश आ रही थी। आ गया सर्वर? बाद में सब नॉर्मल हुआ, पहले बस धड़धड़ हो रहा था। एनी कोर मेमोरी ऑफ फर्स्ट डे ऑफ योर कॉलेज? 2 जन आए थे। ये पेंटिंग शुरू किया था पाइपर की, दैट्स द कोर मेमोरी। क्योंकि मैं जब कॉलेज में गया तभी कोविड लाइक जस्ट फेड आउट हुआ था, इसके वजह से। आप और टीचर नहीं, मैं, एक लड़की आई थी और एक और टीचर। तब तो 11th में ना, नहीं कॉलेज मतलब मैं डिग्री कॉलेज की बात कर रहा हूँ, फर्स्ट ईयर। तब से देख रहा हूँ बे, आई वॉज 13 एट दैट टाइम व्हेन आई सॉ यू फर्स्ट। डैम शिट, क्रेजी यूनिक। सेम भाई, मेरी फट गई थी इतने स्टूडेंट्स देख के कैंटीन में। मेरी फटी थी 11th-12th वाले टाइम में। मैं 10 साल जो दोस्तों के साथ रहा था, उनमें से एक भी दोस्त नहीं था मेरे 11th-12th में। दैट शॉक वॉज इनसेन। एंड 10th से जब 11th में गया, तभी मेरे साथ एक और चीज हुई थी, गलत चीज। जिसकी वजह से और बीटी हो गई थी मेरे को, और मेरे दोस्त भी नहीं उधर। एंड वहां का क्राउड इतना गलत था ना चैट, इतना गलत, बहुत गलत। मतलब मेरे को तो फुल बीटी होता था भाई उधर। मैं बोलता था कहाँ आ गया हूं भाई मैं। वाइपर वाली पेंटिंग तुमने बनाई है? वाह रकुन भाई, इतने टाइम से देख रहे हो तुम। एक्सक्लेमेशन पेंटिंग डालो, लिंक पे क्लिक करो। टेंथ में 89 आए थे। डिनर के कितने कैलोरीज होंगे? 500 600। चलो खाना हो गया है, बाय बाय। FPS लव यू मेरे भाई। बाय बाय एवरीवन, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वाचिंग। आई कैच यू गाइस लेटर, पीस आउट, बाय बाय, सी यू, गुड नाइट। कल मिलते।